Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live MLB The Show 25 franchise mode series with the Toronto Blue Jays moving into year number 2, the 2026 season. Buckle up, because after an unexciting year number 1, we've made some big changes in the offseason, and we are ready to put the pedal to the metal and get excited for year number 2 ahead. So if you're joining after you've already gone live, you can hop ahead to the 3-minute mark. That's when we'll get started, but until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in and getting started. After a little bit later this evening, 7:30 p.m. start time, I was waiting to watch the real world Blue Jays. They just choked it against the Red Sox in extra innings, so that's what delayed us a little bit, but now we're getting ready to go. Hopefully something that excites us, or not excites, but give us a bit more hope than the real world Jays right now. But they're not doing that horrible. They did well in the series against the Red Sox. Hobbsy, McKenzie, welcome to the stream. Good evening, one and all. As we're going to be moving into our 4th episode of this series, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the depth chart for you. Here's how things are looking moving into year number 2, 2026. And I'm excited for what the future has for us here. Buckle up, because things are changing now. This team wasn't doing what it needed to do. We made serious changes. What real world ownership was not willing to do. We were ready and willing. And now we move into our 2nd season with much higher expectations after getting that initial season out of the way. Let's go ahead and do this. Taking care of my YouTube things on the side here. Yes, Cagney, turn those frowns upside down, Jays fans. Time to do some winning. That can we at least hope for that this season. After last year, the 2025 was identical to 2024 in terms of the record. So we got to do a little bit better. We're going to start at the 3-minute mark. If you're just joining, welcome to all 10 of you joining so far here on the stream so far this evening. We'll get started at the 3-minute mark, which is just around the corner. That'll be in about a minute's time as we just continue to welcome everybody in. And I just take care of the last YouTube details on my end, sending out the tweet. Discord went out already. Very good. Alec Bohm joining the team. Ramon Laureano joining the team. Some big changes. The bullpen. Let's go Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Yes, Mighty Joe. Get that energy going. There we go. In the last minute here. MLB The Show 25. A lot to be excited about. Real world NHL postseason starting soon. A lot to be excited about in the sports world. And then I'll just go ahead and share that. We're at last 20 seconds. I made it. Very good. Okay, yeah, no major comments in the last one, aside from one from CP3EP, which we'll get to in a moment. I'll just take the last 20 seconds to close up things here. There we go. We haven't done. No, we didn't do spring training yet. Usually we do spring training, but we wanted to wait and make some decisions. So we waited for spring training for this episode. So yeah, we'll have that. We'll have the draft. We have a high draft pick this season as well. A lot to be excited about here in year number 3, which we're ready to get started. It's our year number 2 for episode number 4. Cagney says I'm about 90% of the way through watching Data's MLB The Show guide, so I figure I know most of the where is know about baseball. There you go, perfect. So you know what you need to know. I wonder if the Jays still do Junior Jays Saturdays. Just awesome family-oriented atmosphere. I wonder. I know there used to be the family weekends in Montreal. I think they still do them in February. All sports teams should be doing that. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, moving into year number 2. If we look at the current lineup, of course, it's spring training now, so the lineup is still a little bit wonky. But Bo Bichette is on board. We signed him to a 1-year extension. He's going to be on a prove-it-to-us type of deal at $16 million. Yes, he has 8 potential. Yes, he's 28. Yes, he did better last year at 254 compared to 225. But if he wants $20 million over multiple years, he has to grow with that 8 potential to actually be worth it. Clase is going to be a guy who's trying to fight for a position this season. Dalton Varsho, good growth, up to an 85. Anthony Santander up to an 87. Very good, as he had 35 home runs in his first year as a Blue Jay. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had a super slow first half and then a really good second half. So hopefully the Vlad that we get in the second half will be that Vlad. We signed him to a deal paying him $33.3 million for was it 12 years at 400 some million? In the real world, he signed 14 years, 500 million. In this universe, where his numbers haven't been quite as good, he took a little bit of a pay cut, but still getting paid big money at 33.3 million per year. Alejandro Kirk, 77 overall, our starting catcher. Alec Bohm, we picked him up in the offseason after having a 281 season in Philadelphia. He's now signed on for 15.8 million over the next 6 years. We acquired 4 and then signed Alec Bohm, who will be our starting third baseman, I believe. Ramon Laureano, we have him for platoon in the outfield. He'll be playing against lefties. And then Andres Jimenez, of course, at second base. Who else is out here? Ernie Clement, also possible against as a third baseman there, platooning. Henry Davis, our backup catcher, we got from the Pirates as they wanted to dump him. Or Elvis Martinez could be a guy pushing for a spot. Tyler Soderstrom could play first and catcher, which is very useful. Last year did good things as he came from the Athletics. Kasevich, David Schneider. Owen Casey's going to be playing in the outfield as well against righties, and Laureano against lefties to start. Loperfido, Leo Jimenez, a few guys who are pushing for different spots throughout the lineup. So that's when it comes to the batters. For the pitching rotation, we have pretty much a pretty new look, I gotta say. Kevin Gausman's still here at an 83. Bowden Francis up to an 83 as well. Solid year from him in his first... Well, for his most... The season I've seen him pitch the most innings, I guess I should say. Jose Barrios up to an 83 also, so consistent in those mid-3 ERAs. Nick Lodolo, who we got from the Cincinnati Reds in that deal with Chris Bassett, we picked him up, and hopefully he can stick in the rotation with that B potential. And also Dustin May being buried by the LA Dodgers. He came to Toronto, had 10 starts. I believe, how many was it? Yeah, 3 quality starts. 3 out of 10 were quality starts, 3.83 ERA. Yeah, looking forward to hopefully getting some growth out of Dustin May. Brandon Birdsell, we got him at the Rule 5 draft. We'll see if he sticks in long relief. We'll find out. Then, of course, our other prospects in the system, Ricky Tiedemann, Jake Bloss, guys who will be continuing to grow. In the bullpen, new name, the new name is... who is it again? Gaddis, yes, Hunter Gaddis, who we got from Cleveland. He's the newbie in the bullpen. After having a 2.15 ERA last year, 780K, then 3 more years of arbitration. Happy to have him on board. Drew Rasmussen, yes, he's also new. So both Drew Rasmussen and Hunter Gaddis will be our new pieces. Rasmussen was here at the end of last season, I believe, but still a new face. So that'll be the spring training lineup. We're going to let spring training go a little bit. We're going to sim the first handful of games, then make some more decisions. Not just sim through it all. I actually want to see who's going to be fighting for those spots out of those high 60 overall players. The only thing that I wanted to go over, CP3EP left a comment in the last one saying go after... who was it? Oh, is he gone now? It was... What's his name? And also, Hobbs is saying, should we give Savage, Bloss, and Ricky some starts? Absolutely, we will do that, yes. What was his name? That pitcher. CP3EP had said to go after one of those pitchers in long relief. Let me get the name again. Who's that guy? He had a no-hitter a few years ago. Played for the Orioles. John Means. So John Means, I don't see him here in free agency anymore. Maybe he got signed or something. So if we're thinking about somebody for long relief, maybe we bring back Chris Bassett. Adam Mako in free agency is an IRL Jays prospect. That's good to know. Adam Mako right here. Yet to play in the MLB. So Adam Mako from Slovakia. That could be interesting. See potential 68. Or do we want someone better in long relief like Chris Bassett 74 or Tony Gonsolin who's a 75. At 31 B potential, Tony might be too good to pass up. As interesting as Mako is, 31 with B potential, that's still a guy who could grow into maybe be an 80 overall pitcher. So Tony Gonsolin, we have the money, but does he want a 1-year deal? Yeah, he wants big money. So Tony, if you're going to come on here, we're the ones helping you out. Would you be interested in 1 year? We can actually play with around 1 year, $6 million maybe. We have a lot of money. We had him in the system. I don't remember if we traded him or let him leave. I think we traded him. Yeah, we did have him. So we could afford up to $10 million plus for this season. We have the money this year after we had traded out George Springer. Good evening, Data. Welcome, Gavin. Slovak seems interesting, but that's the B prospect. Yes, exactly. So 1 year, $6 million. What does Tony think about that? He wants a longer contract. He's not going to get it. 1 year, 6.5. You're not going to get it. 1 year, 6.8. Nope. 1 year, $7 million. We have money. I'll throw money at you, but I'm not giving you more years. 1 year, $8 million. If I give you 2 years, it's for like 4 million, so... 1 year, 9 million? Oh, come on. No, now we can't go there. So if Tony wants 2 years... Even 6.5 per year, eesh. 2 years, 12 million? No. So he really wants those 2 years, which is not what I want to give him. We don't have enough room in the pitching rotation. Who needs money the next couple of years? Unless we just go Chris Bassett. So let's go back to the budget here. So next year we have money freeing up from Kevin Gausman. We have money freeing up from Bo Bichette, but we're going to want to extend Bo Bichette. After that, Nick Lodolo is going to need some money. Laureano will probably walk. There's 8 million that's going to be freed up. Garcia, I don't know if he's going to be making 8 million. We could probably afford Tony Gonsolin, but I don't know if I want to do that. Meanwhile, Chris Bassett, who's a not hometown, but he was here for 2.5 seasons. We bring him back to now be in a long relief role. He really doesn't want nobody wants the 2 years. No, sorry, the 1 year. 1 year, 7 million on Bassett. I think I'm worth more. Okay, so he will sign for 1 year. 1 year, 7.3. All right, so Chris Bassett, welcome back to Toronto, as he'll continue in a long relief role. Great to have you. Walker, Buehler, guys like that are also interesting, but these are guys who want long-term deals, and it doesn't make sense for a 31-year-old to sign a 1-year deal, I suppose. So fine, we'll bring back in Chris Bassett, who will be in long relief. Okay. 40-man AAA. So you have Savage. He's not on the 40-man, so that's why we can't give him any starts. Should we add him to the 40-man and call him up? Probably. So move him to the MLB. Can we send a few of these guys down? Like 60 overall relief pitcher, you're never even going to pitch. Right? Yeah. So let's move you to AAA for now. Let's not waste our time. Tommy Nance. Should probably just dump him. Okay, I'll keep the rest, whatever. So in the pitching rotation, Bassett will just hang out there. All right, so we'll start with the rotation. We'll do 5 games with the rotation as it is, and then we'll work from there. So auto takes the lineups, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 pitchers, got 1 start. Gausman 5 innings looked good. Francis 5 innings, Barry Barrios 5 innings, not great. Lodolo just 3 innings, but looked good. And May 3 innings, also looked good. Birdsell looking good. Ricky Tiedemann, Okay, so for the next 5, let's go Tiedemann, Bloss, Kloffenstein's a starter? Yeah, Kloffenstein. Savage. And who else is a starting pitcher? Maybe, is it Bassett maybe? Who else is a starter? Birdsell. Okay, we'll give him a full-on start. Next 5 will be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're 2-8 here. Yikes. Tiedemann not looking great. Let's go another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-4 win. Okay, now we'll also look at the batters here. So Tiedemann got a little bit better. Bloss, so Savage, yeah, these guys are not ready. Okay, so now let's go May. Gausman's looking good. Francis. Barrios, Bassett, Lodolo for the next 5. Now into our lineup here. Bichette batting 354, awesome. Varsho 186. Let's get some at-bats let's get Henry Davis some at-bats, batting 273 right now. DH, I want to be Tyler Soderstrom, who's also fighting for backup catcher between he and Henry Davis. Laureano batting 143. Let's get Owen Casey in here. Jimenez is looking great at second base. Does Martinez play second? No. Anybody play second? Here, Ernie Clement plays second, and so does Baroa. Yeah, let's get Clement in here, batting 133. Vlad, Varsho. Varsho, take a little break. Let's go at center field. Loperfido, perhaps? Sure. And then a shortstop, let's get Kasevich, 2566B. Jimenez, 2466C. Yeah, let's go for Kasevich. All right. Let's do the next 5 games like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 8 and 12 now. Okay. How are we looking? Loperfido batting 143. Davis 176 now. Soderstrom's batting 313. Clement 128. Sheesh. How's the pitching? May looks okay. Dolo, Bassett did well. I think I'm dividing this pretty well so far. Savage, Birdsell. Let's give Birdsell some more. I want to see more from Birdsell. Take out Bassett. And Barrios needs to wake up a little bit more. Let's do another 5 games like that. Well, actually, now we're almost done with spring training. Let's do maybe 3 games. 1, 2, 3. Each 3 losses. Birdsell will start this next one. Lineup, let's go. Colosse's been impressing, batting 347. Keep it up. Loperfido is not impressed, batting 176. So let's go to Baroa, who's batting 250. Soderstrom 273. Guerrero 215. Let's swap him with Soderstrom. And DH will be, let's get Varsho in here to get some more at-bats. Henry Davis is struggling. Bohm batting 211. Casey 212. Clement 158. Ouch. Ugly stuff here. I'm going to put Martinez here, even though he's not a second baseman. Who has a lot of at-bats. 76 from Alec Bohm. Yeah, but he's been struggling. That's why I wanted to keep him in. But Will Wagner? Yeah, let's put Will Wagner in. Even Jimenez could play second. Let's put him there. And third will be Martinez. All right. Last 3 games like that. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we end spring training 9 and 17. Now, who has impressed and who has not impressed? Jonathan Clase has impressed for sure, batting 305. Well, let's go with player stats. Statistics, player stats. Okay. So, appeared in 26 games. Did he? Okay. Let's see. 20 hits from Bichette, Jimenez. Clase looked really good, batting 305. Alec Bohm bat 203. At the least amount. Jimenez batting 187. Yeah, let's sort by batting average. 158 for Clement, 170 for Laureano, 176 from Loperfido, 187 from Jimenez. Yikes. Henry Davis batting 200. So of the catchers here, Soderstrom bat 258. He could be backup catcher. Henry Davis batting 200. Last year on the year, bat 214. Maybe we send him down to AAA for a little bit. And Tyler Soderstrom stays as backup catcher. Maybe that's the move. Let's go to the roster. So catchers. Would it be crazy to send Henry Davis to AAA? He has the option. So you know what? I'm going to do that. Henry Davis to AAA. Didn't impress in spring training. These 2 guys to AA. Oops, not Class A. AA. First base, Vlad will stay there. Soderstrom will be backup catcher. Excuse me. Second base, Will Wagner bat 435, but in just 23 at-bats. So he'll be a maybe. Alec Bohm has to stay, of course. Ernie Clement not impressing me. We can't send him down to the minors, but did not impress me. Or Elvis Martinez not ready. So he'll go to AAA. Cutter Coffee. Maybe you can go to AAA. Let's put him there for a little bit. AAA needs more players anyways. Joel Andino, yeah, A potential, but 22.48. Ouch. Shortstop, Arjun, up in AAA this year. We'll have him play there. Leo Jimenez, bat 187. Ouch. Kasevich, 258. Maybe Kasevich sticks around. But Jimenez to AAA. Pinto AA. Okay, there you go. Left field, here we go. So Santander, of course, is a lock. Davis Schneider, bat 364. Okay. Loperfido, 176. He's going to go to AAA. All right. Center field, Clase is going to stick. I'm going to give him a chance. Baroa, bat 250, but just 20 at-bats. Deep potential. We can't have everybody. It's too crowded of an outfield, so I'll have to send him down, sadly. Baroa is going to go down. Laureano did not look good, but of course he's sticking. Owen Casey, of course, also will stick, but neither impressed in the right field. Now for the pitchers. So starting pitchers, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bassett in long relief. Tiedemann, 8.78 ERA. The Savage, 7.84. They are not ready yet, so they're both going to go to AAA. Real deal, welcome aboard. Von Costa, Jake Bloss. Jake Bloss looked okay. I'm not sure if Jake Bloss is going to stick. Kloffenstein, he's going down. And Birdsell has to stay as a Rule 5 draft guy, but maybe we cut him after spring training here. We'll see. But Jake Bloss, he probably has to go down as well. If Birdsell's going to stay and Bassett's going to stay, yeah, Bloss has to go. But at least he impressed us the most of the AAA guys. Von Costa, is he starting AA or AAA out of the draft from last year? Relief pitchers, Hunter Gaddis looked good. Drew Rasmussen looked really good. Garcia, okay. Jackson, I've not been impressed by Jackson. Not the greatest numbers last year, not the greatest numbers here in spring. Rodriguez barely pitched. Brendan Little's going to go down. Tommy Nance didn't pitch, he's going to go down. Might even be traded. Let's even put him through waivers, I don't care. And Hoffman. So we have to cut 2 more players on the MLB roster. So, Kasevich might be the easy answer there. Kasevich and Wagner, probably. First day on the new job tomorrow morning. No kidding! Congrats, Mighty Joe! Would you want to share what that job is? Or maybe just the category that it falls under? But regardless, congratulations, my friend. That's awesome news. I know you've been looking into that for a little while now. Really happy to hear that for you, buddy. Kasevich batting 258 probably goes down, I guess. Then the last one. Is it Wagner who bat 435? Because Clase is going to make his... Yeah, it has to be a bat for sure. Even if we start filling the spots randomly here, just... Still, yeah, it's too many bats. One of these guys has to go down between Wagner... Or we trade somebody. Maybe we trade Clement so as to keep Wagner up, who plays first and third and all that. Clement had a good season, though. It was just a bad spring training. I don't want to be too reactive here out of nowhere. Schneider looked good. I guess that has to be Wagner. If Schneider hadn't looked so good, I'd probably say let's trade Davis Schneider. But it's probably Will Wagner who goes down, unfortunately. But at least he showed us that he could do it. Got some other bat down there. He goes. So that's 26. Leaves us at 26. Very good. Okay, so let's move the spots around. Laureano is going to play against lefties. So against righties, that's where Owen Casey comes into the lineup. So let's make sure. Shortstop is Bo Bichette. Soderstrom is not going to be in the lineup here. So at first base, Vladdy. At third base, Bohm. Shortstop. In left field, let's see, hold on for a moment. Kirk to catcher. Santander to left field. Center field is Varsho. Where is center field? Center field. Right field is Casey. Good. DH won't be Laureano. Jimenez comes in at second. Clase has a lot of speed. Maybe that's where he DHs with all that speed? Or should Soderstrom DH? Maybe not against righties. Maybe against lefties. He DHs or he plays catcher. Or even Clement. But I'm going to say probably Clase. His contact isn't great, though. But he was hitting well. So, to start the year, I'm going to say you played yourself into the DH spot, buddy. So that'll be against... I'll fix the order in a second. Then against lefties... Hold on. So Bohm against lefties... Because Clement is better against lefties, right? He's better... No, not really, actually. Oh, right. Yeah, good point. Put Tony in DH. And Clase in left field with all that speed. Good thinking. So, hold on. Bowman third base. Vlad first. Santander. Varsho. Laureano right field against lefties. Yes. Bichette. And then who's left here? Mike says, I'd put the better hitter in DH and keep better fielder as a defensive substitution in late game. Yeah, good point there, Mike. Thanks for raising that, both you and Hobbsy. So Clase will be in the field, in the outfield, and the hitter, Santander, with the less speed. Maybe better fielding, 65, 73, 59. No, even better from Clase, I'd say. And just that it's a job I can now afford to... There you go. Oh, don't worry about the don't. That's the last thing you need to worry about, Mighty Joe. That's the last thing you need to be worried about. I'm just excited for you. Job's a job, my friend. So now Soderstrom... Because Kirk can still play against lefties. Maybe Soderstrom will DH instead of playing backup catcher against lefties. And then Owen Casey will be on the bench. Or maybe we make him the DH later on. Clement, Schneider, yeah, probably like this. So now who bats where in the order is where is our next question. So Bichette will bat lead off. I'll take your suggestions, especially Hobbsy always has a suggestion for the order, which I love to see. Varsho higher, probably. Maybe Bohm somewhere around 6. Maybe some. I think Varsho was second most of the year. Maybe something like this. Against righties. Let me do the same thing against lefties, and then we'll hold on. Then we'll make decisions. So Bichette, Varsho, Jimenez. Bo, Varsho, Vlad, Tony worked last year, to start last year. Okay, we'll do that. Then who bats at 5? Who bats in the 5 spot? Vlad in the 3, perfect. Thank you, Doggy. That's exactly what we just did. Read our minds. So Bichette, Varsho, Vlad. Bichette, Varsho, Vlad. Tony, Jimenez. Let's do Bohm, Kirk, Casey. Bohm, Kirk, Casey, Clase. Casey Clase is now Soderstrom Laureano. So Laureano will go 9 for sure. Bohm, Jimenez, Kirk, Casey, Clase. Almost the same I had right there. I almost had it. There you go. That'll be it. Clase will bat 9th against righties. Laureano 9th against lefties. All right, there's the batting order to begin the season, ladies and gentlemen. Now just make sure everyone's in the right spot for AA and AAA. I think they are. I say give Soderstrom catcher duties plus higher up in the lineup. He still has potential. Well, he'll definitely... Well, hold on. What's Kirk's defense like? Kirk has solid defense here. 94 fielding, 85 blocking. Soderstrom's good, but I don't know if I want to play him catcher over Kirk if I don't have to. If he starts to show that he needs more at-bats and everything, then maybe make him the catcher and... Oh, but they can both play against lefties. And then the righties, if Clase doesn't stick and Santander returns to left field, then Soderstrom comes in at DH. So we'll wait and see. We'll play him against lefties for now. And if he can move himself up the order or whatever else, then he'll have to prove himself. But he could definitely do it. Then the pitching rotation. Hold on. Gosman, Barrios, Francis, Lodolo, May. Birdsell, Bassett. In long relief. Mid relief, Jackson, Rasmussen, Gaddis. No, you know what? Probably Gaddis is going to be the setup man. Jackson, Rasmussen, Garcia, Rodriguez as the mid relief. Gaddis as setup, Hoffman as closer. Should we have 2 setup? Or 4 mid relief and 1 setup? Or 3 mid relief and 2 setup? What are your thoughts on that? While I grab a little sip. A couple ways to think about it there. Could probably use another lefty in the rotation as well. We only have the 1 in Lodolo. And there's all righties in the whole bullpen as well. I read my mind there. Read my mind, Hobbsy. So, you know what? Zach Jackson's getting traded for a lefty. I haven't been impressed with Zach Jackson. He's moving out. So, let's find 2 setup, a lefty, and a righty. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to trade Zach Jackson for a lefty setup. So, relief pitcher, who is a lefty, who makes less than, let's say, $3 million max, because Jackson makes something like that. Maybe we'll put it to 5, but hopefully bring it down. We can play around with it. Minimum overall, 75. Max, I don't know, something like 80. Yeah, so we get all these guys in this range here. They're all playing in the MLB, and they're all on 1-year deals. Okay. Cleveland, right, 6-1 from Cleveland. A couple of names there in Milwaukee. They have a couple guys. This guy Brian Hudson might be interesting. 6'8" Brian Hudson, 2.83 ERA last year. I like that. Kagan, Danny Young. Taylor Rogers always sims well. Maybe let's look at we need some clutch. That's what we always seem to need. Who has some clutch? Who can just have some clutch? Just to weed out a few of these guys. 65 clutch minimum. Hudson has what? 98? Awesome. So let's bring it up to 80. Who has at least 80 clutch? 85 clutch. 90 clutch. So let's say it's between these four then. Holton, all expiring contracts is positive. If they don't do well, they're off the books now. It's true. True. Tyler Holton, 2.47 ERA last year. 44 saves, so it doesn't make sense for Detroit to trade him. Hudson, still out there. Luke Little, horrible in the walks per 9, so forget it. And Rogers, good but old at 35. Maybe he'll wrestle. Yeah, Brian Hudson's the guy. Brian Hudson is the guy making $780K. Here's Zach Jackson making $2 million. And we'll throw in, what's his name? Nance. Where is he? Tommy Nance. I was on waivers. We can't trade him right now. Okay, no problem. We'll throw in Calderon. Yeah, the whole reason I acquired him was to use him in a trade later in the future. And this is now that moment. So there you go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Jackson and Augusto Calderon to the Brewers for Brian Hudson. Easy. Don't even have to think about that. That's a slam dunk. Thank you very much, Milwaukee. Is he in the lineup right away? Yes, he is. And we'll put Hudson as lefty setup with Gaddis. Lovely. I feel a lot more confident in that. We still could use some more lefties out here, but I feel a lot more confident with Brian Hudson involved there. Welcome to Toronto with 3 more years of arbitration after this season too, which is great to see. So Dodgers, then 2 years in Milwaukee, now with the Blue Jays. All right, so I think we're ready to get going. We can look at contract extensions, by the way. So still got to wait on figuring out a lot of different things. But in theory, like look at Bo Bichette, who wants 5 years, $14 million now. We got to wait to see what actually develops with him. Yeah, so we're not signing anybody right now. We have a lot that we got to figure out first. Okay. Let's start advancing towards the regular season. Spring training has come to an end. Sim to regular season. And here we are. What are they telling me here? Brandon Little struggled. Yes, I know that. Does AAA need more of anything if we advance the first game of the season here? Lineups. Alright, so AAA actually they haven't put everybody in their actual spots. So let me we'll wait and see if we need to move people around. So the first game of year number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Blue Jays versus Rays. Shane McClanahan versus Kevin Gausman on the mound. Maybe scout some lefties in the draft. Seems like a lot of them are on the older side. Sounds like a great idea to me, no problem. We'll do that once the scouting opens up. Looking forward to drafting with another top 10, or is it 11th overall pick, whatever it is. Yep. All right, the first game of the season after last year finishing 74 and 88, back-to-back identical 74 and 88 records in 2024 and 2025. Welcome to all 15 of you watching here for this next episode of the Blue Jays franchise mode live on MLB The Show 25. It's the season opener here for the 2026 season. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Kevin Gausman already down to an 81 overall. He was an 83, he's already down to 81. Chris Bassett was a 74, already down to 72. What's going on here? Is this including form or something? Anyways, Kevin Gausman. And here's our order to begin the year. Soderstrom, Laureano, let's play ball. So Bo Bichette leading off, he will ground out. Varsho grounds out. Guerrero singles, out on base. Classic. Tony, fly out. All right, Kevin Gausman, another, possibly his last opening day start. Josh Lowe strikes out. Ha-Seong Kim walks. Yandy Diaz caught stealing. Good, very well done. Yandy Diaz grounds out. Here we go. Alec Boehm's first at-bat as a Blue Jay. He grounds out. Dres Jimenez flies out. Alejandro Kirk fly out. Brandon Lowe now in the second inning. Strikeout. Morgan solo home run. First hit of the night. It's a solo bomb. Griffin Conine. He walks. For Harrison Bader flyout. Junior Caminero walk. Another walk here from Gausman. Danny Jansen, former Blue Jay pop-up. All right, Tyler Soderstrom starting this full season as a J. Let's go. Pop-up. Ramon Laureano, first at-bat as a Blue Jay, ground out. Bo Bichette, strikeout. All right, bottom of the third. Another solo home run. 2 runs on 2 hits on Kevin Gausman. Kim strikes out. Diaz singles. Low double play. Let's go. Dalton Varsho, strong year last year. Let's pick up where he left off. He walks. Very good. Vlad Guerrero Jr., 1 for 1 on the day. Fielder's choice. Gets him on first. Tony Santander pops up. Alec Bohm singles, runners on first and second for Jimenez. Fielder's choice. Trey Morgan flies out. Conine flies out. Bader grounds out. Alejandro Kirk for the top of the 5th inning now grounds out. Soderstrom strikes out. Laureano walks. Let's go crazy. Steals second. Stolen base for Ramon Laureano. Bo Bichette lines out. Caminero flies out. Johnny Jansen walks. Another walk. Low double play. Well done. All right. Top of the 6th inning, down 2-0. Only 5 hits in total between 10 chances. 5 innings for both teams here. Varsho, leadoff double. Thank you, Dalton Varsho. Vlad, Tony, and Bohm, please bring him in. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. strikes out. Anthony Santander strikes out. And Alec Bohm strikes out. Leadoff double, and left stranded with 3 consecutive strikeouts. What a joke. I signed him before that contract. So it's not the exact contract, because he's making what in the real world? $35 million a year? We signed him for $33.3 million. So taking into consideration how the numbers have gone a little bit worse in this universe, I thought 33.3 would be okay. Kim grounds out. Diaz walks. Another walk. My goodness. Low pop-up. Morgan Fielder's choice. That's going to be it for Gausman now. Jimenez grounds out. Kirk grounds out. Soderstrom strikes out. Awesome. All right. Let's go to former Ray Drew Rasmussen. Conine lines out. Bader grounds out. Caminero singles for Jansen to walk. Low, Fielder's choice. Top of the 8th, 3 hits through 7 innings. Is McClanahan sticking in? No, he's out. Pete Fairbanks comes in now. Laureano grounds out. Bichette grounds out. Varsho singles for Vlad. There you go. RBI double from Vlad Guerrero Jr. Our first run of the game, finally. First run of the season. Guerrero's double, yes, brings him in. Anthony Santander, there you go. RBI single. They took out McClanahan. Now we go single, double, single. Alec Bohm pitching change already. Garrett Clevenger. It's Fielder's choice. All right, 2-2 game, bottom of the 8th. Ha-Seong Kim singles. Pick off, pitch, line out. Pick off, pitch. Ah, 2-run home run for Lowe. And we're down by 2 again. Morgan walks. All right, pitching change. Let's go to Gaddis, Hunter Gaddis. New J. Fly out, fly out. Top of the 9th, down by 2. Edwin Uceta, he's coming in now to close it out. Jimenez grounds out. Kirk flies out. Soderstrom strikes out. And the Rays beat us 4-2 thanks to that 2-run home run from Lowe. Ah, man. Tough way to start the year. Let's get to the first. Yeah, I want to see that auto. Hey, 1-0 loss. Are you serious? Oh my goodness, and a 6-2 win, thankfully. So AAA fixed their lineup. In AAA, oh, that's look at all the shortstops here. Arjun, yeah, Jimenez. They can play other positions, but still, Devontae Brown's gonna go down. Why is he playing shortstop? Blaze Jordan, he's first base, yeah. Huh? What's going on? Hold on a second. Devontae Brown. Where is he? Devontae Brown. Yeah, you go down to AA. Hold on a second. I guess I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. So 2 catchers there. Single A, AAA, AA, done. Second baseman. 2 AAA guys. No, Josh Rivera's gonna go to AA. Too many infielders. There you go. AA, good. AAA now. 2 third basemen work okay. But then 3 in AA, no need. And Chirota's going to go down. I want to keep the guy with A potential in AA. Then for the shortstops, Arjun, Jimenez, and Kasevich. I mean, they could all play different positions. They all play second, third, whatever. So it shouldn't be a huge deal. Because who's at third? Actually, I have 2 third basemen, so Cutter Coffey's going to go to AA then. That's what it is. Too many bats. Outfield, AAA, AA. So in AAA outfield, 1, 2, three outfielders. Yeah, that's where the problem is now. Do we call up 2561, 2365, or 1864 Vince O'Leary? Yeah, let's give Vince O'Leary the chance here in AAA. Let's see him up there. So that's 4 outfielders now? We'll have Penango go up 2. AA outfielders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, hold on a second. He's going to go down. Casto with the B potential, fine, you can stay. And there you go, that makes things a bit more realistic. Pitchers now. 1, 2. Does Costas play in AAA? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gallardo. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, Costa, AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 in long relief. Let's have... Kloffenstein in long relief works okay for me. AA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... in long relief, Pinto. Then in relief pitching, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, Mendoza's going to go at least at AA. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 relief pitchers that sit in AAA. Hold on. No. So Mendoza could... No, because he's still pretty young. We could actually sign a couple of relief pitchers just for the system in free agency. Any relief pitchers just want to hop in here? There's not anyone super young. Anyone who's maybe in their 20s. Even their late 20s. Eesh. No. These are all guys. We'll sign players who aren't in their mid-20s then. Like Eric Swanson is 32, former Blue Jay. Eric Swanson, come home. 5 years, yeah. What are you saying? $2 million? Are you serious? These are crazy contracts. 1 year, 1.6? No, forget it. Goodbye. Anyone in their early 30s? Everyone's at least 35? Hey, this is crazy. 34, Rodriguez. Of course, he wants a 4-year deal at 34. 1 year, 750K? No. 780, 800. Goodbye. No, you don't need any security. You're unemployed. Jose Urena. Oh my goodness. 1 year, 850. No, you don't need long deals. Who's this? Kevin Herget? Everyone wants the long-term deals. What a joke. Who wants 1 year? Adam Ottavino, you're 40. Can you take a 1 year deal? There you go. He'll take a 1 year deal. Alright, so now reverse. Just take anyone who's old. This guy's 29. Who's this? 27 even? Into some deep potentials of 27. Deep potentials. Deep potentials. No. Alright. Who's old? Anyone who's... The older the better. Hunter Strickland. There you go. Hunter Strickland. 780K. And Tim Hill. 36. 780K. Great. So just some old men. Sorry for anyone who's 35 and up. I'm just in terms of the MLB. Just some old men. Throw them in the system. Why not? So Tim Hill to AAA. Must be considered. You'll have to designate. Okay. Designate for assignment. No problem. Who else? Hunter Strickland's already in AAA. So relief pitchers. 1, 2 will be Tim Hill. 3, 4, 5 in AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in AA. Even 6. Andrew Lara, hold on. Adam Ottavino. AA. Shambi to AA. Well, then I have one too many. Or too many bats, probably, in AA. It's a real process. I don't even know what the lineup is yet, but probably too many bats in AA. And Dino, yeah, at third base. Yeah, he'll go to single A then, fine. With the A potential, but whatever. Okay, whew, that's that. Let's keep on going. 2-1 win. Auto fix. 5-3 loss. All right, we're 2-3 to start the year. Moving into now the first month of the season. Good. All lineups should be set. Vlad Guerrero Jr. batting .421 on his new contract. Awesome. Let's go see a game. Maybe... No, let's go see this game. Division rival in the AL East here against the Orioles. We'll go see them, and then we'll continue simulating, get into the scouting, drafting, all that good stuff for this exciting episode ahead. The Orioles are 4-1 right now. Here at Rogers Center, Kevin Gausman on the mound. Let's play ball. First inning, 1 run for us. Second inning, third inning, 1 run for the Orioles. 3 runs for us there. Fifth inning, walk. Pick-off pitch, fly out, fielder's choice. Bottom of the 5th now, walk for Bichette. Pitching change, Varsho strikes out. Guerrero, 2-run home run for Vladdy. Santander, fly out, Bohm ground out. We're up 6-1. Let's fly through the 6th, fly through that. Kevin Gausman still dealing 1 more inning. There you go, 7 innings, we're gonna pull him. He's tired now, the old man's getting tired. Great numbers though, finally. Let's give some opportunities to some of these other guys now. Who do we want to see from? Like Rodriguez. Only 3 innings pitched so far this year. So gives up 1 run. Getting tired.
Rodriguez.
No, I'll give him just the 1 inning. And now let's close it out. Let's finish it off with Garcia. Why not? Only 1 and 1/3 inning pitched so far this year. Pop up, strikeout, ground out. And the Blue Jays win 6-2 against a rival team. Vlad goes 3 for 3 on the day with 2 home runs. What an outing. What's he doing right now in the year? Guerrero Jr. batting .500 through 22 games. 3 home runs already. Sorry, in 6 games. Through 22 at-bats in 6 games. Awesome. So that's a nice win over the Orioles. Vlad earning that money. Yes, as he should be. 5-0 win after that. 6-3 win. 5-2 win. There you go. Now we're 6-3. Vlad batting .541. Oh my goodness. Earning that money. Yes, sir. All right, scouting time. So where do you want to scout organizationally? Closing pitcher would be good. Getting a catcher with some potential would go a long way, I think. Vlad's here for the long haul, so I don't need to go too crazy on first baseman. Second base, yeah, we could use second base, but we seem to have a lot of infield kind of guys. I mean, any position would be needed. Maybe left-hand pitching and catching would be 2 positions we want to kind of target. We need everything, but could target those. All right, so going to the scouting, let's start with discover new prospects. Go find me some international pitchers. Actually, no, make sure it's the right scout doing so. 85 discovery? No, hold on. This guy with 95 discovering. Keep an eye on Bichette for his extension? Yes. Let's do this guy. Discover new prospects. International. This guy's going to go discover other players. Some international catcher. And you go discover some pitchers central. So, discover for a week. We can't do any contract extensions now, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on Bo whenever the time comes. All right, 3-2 loss, 8-5 loss. So win streak comes to an end with back-to-back L's, then a 14-4 win, followed by a 6-2 loss. Here we go against Tampa Bay, series against the Rays, 3-2 win, 8-4 win. We're 9-6, a game and a half back of the Red Sox, who are currently leading the division. 4 pitching prospects discovered, nice, in the Central and International, but none discovered for the catchers. All right, so I really want to get all the catchers scouted. So here's what I'm going to do for the catchers. Scout the position, scout all the catchers. I'm doing each one here. I'm going to do each international, West, Central, East. That's 4. That's going to be 8 weeks. I want 2 weeks on each, and then we're going to refine as these guys continue to discover. So they found 4 each. Now you go West, you go East, and catcher starts scouting the position. All right. 7-4 loss against the Rays. 14-0. 14-0 win against the White Sox. Wow. Jimenez, flexor strain. Keep him active. 5-2 win. 1-0. Big close there from Hoffman. 6-1 loss. The Tigers want to offer us a trade, really. The Tigers want to offer us Adrian Pinto for Tyler Holton. So, sorry, Tyler Holton, I should say, for Adrian Pinto. So, Holton, 29C77. Pinto, 23D65. You know what? I might say yes to that. 23D65 for 20, but this he's making 1.8 million. We have no space for him. He's not really doing anything well. Yeah, so value-wise, that's a fine trade, but we have no reason to make it, so I'll say no, even though it's a good value deal. 9-5 loss. We're 12 and 9. 3 good. There you go. Keep discovering. So that's done. That's done. Let him scout the international catchers for 1 more week. Now, you discovered some new prospects in those ranges. I like to see that. Now I want you to scout the position. Do all the starting pitchers from international. And you do all the starting pitchers from the central. 2 weeks on these guys. 1 more week on the catchers international. Let's do that. Try and do it systematically. Then we'll start scouting a bit more closely for the exact position of where we're going, especially with a high draft pick. Javon Ward, shin contusion. Keep him active. 2-0 win. Very nice. Jimenez is back from injury. Oops. Jimenez is back, so he'll go back to second base. Clement batting 500 in his absence. Very good. So, quick little update. Bichette batting 261. Varsho 256. Vlad, only 4 home runs, but batting 400. Tony batting 262. Bohm 325. Nice. Jimenez 250. Kirk 203. Casey 130, Clase 180. Each the bottom of the order, really not doing too hot. Maybe Clase comes out. He's already out against lefties. We're doing well, and I want to give him the chance to succeed. Soderstrom batting 214 right now. Ouch. So none of our catchers are doing very well. Meanwhile, Henry Davis batting 368 down in AAA. He should be starting, by the way. Who else is not starting? Who should be starting? Kasevich batting 212 here. A lot of cold. Batting 095 is Vince O'Leary. Okay. Yeah, a lot of bats in AA. That's the problem. Crowded. Yeah, so Kirk has to pick it up a little bit, or else maybe Henry Davis is going to be getting called up soon. Soderstrom against righties maybe should come in. Let's go for a little bit, yeah. Let's go Soderstrom against righties for a little bit. Kirk will stay just against lefties. Besides that, no other changes. All right. Let's see. Loperfido, bruised leg. Keep him active. On there. 2-1 win. 13-12 loss. Are you serious? We scored 12, only to have 13 against us. 5-4 win. A lot of back-to-back critical situations. 5-3 loss. 3-0 loss. We're 15-12. Want to be doing a bit better than we should. We should be doing a bit better than that right now. All right, so he's done. He's going to go Catchers International. Now you do Catcher Central for 2 weeks. These guys do their assignments for 1 more week each before we refine it a little bit further. Baroa out 1 to 2 months. Great. Put him on the 10-day for now. 8-4 loss. 2-1 loss. Too many close losses here. Again, what's all these critical situation losses? 5-3, 3-0. 2-1, 2-1. It's a 5-game losing streak. We're 15-15 now. No, this cannot stay. So, Varsho's cold. Jimenez is cold. Soderstrom's cold. Casey's cold. All right. Kirk back in. Casey out for Laurie. He was batting 215. I was batting 219. No one's hot on the bench here to bring in here, except for maybe Clement. So, Santander back to left field. Casey to right field. Hold on. Casey out for Clement. Clement is going to DH, and Clase is going to go in right field. Clement's going to DH batting 375. And Bohm batting 307. You're going to go number 2 now. Varsho 5. Let's swap you around. Make a swap there. Clement batting 375 against lefties. Let's get Jimenez back in here against lefties. But Soderstrom out for DHing. Clement was going to come into DH. Let's do that. Come on now, gentlemen. This is crazy. The pitching has been okay. Gosman not so great. But look at Barrios. 43 2/3 innings pitched. He has a 0.41 ERA. 6 starts. 6 for 6 on quality starts. Cy Young. Come on. The pitching has been good. Long relief Bassett struggling a little bit. For the most part, the pitching has been good. Hoffman has not allowed a run yet. Come on now, wake up. 3-2 win, tight, but it's a dub. 8-2 win. Barrios is a dog. Yeah, torn calf, 2 or 3 months in Double-A. See ya. 9-3 loss. All right, only 2 best catchers in Central. So actually, I'm not even going to waste another week. Let's go East. Now, you International, you go East, and you in Central, you go West. 2 weeks for each of these ones right here. 6-4 win. Hey, and more injuries. Crazy, like 1 to 2 month injuries. I mean, it frees up spots in AA and AAA and all that. Baroa, no, keep him on that. 10-4 loss, 6-0 loss, 11-6 win. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2-1 win. 20-19 is the record. 8 games back of the Red Sox, but second in the division. Okay, so there's... Yeah, let's do another week like that. Tore it up. Will Robertson looking good. Davis is looking really good. Yeah, Henry Davis, I'm going to call you up, man. How are the catchers looking? Kirk batting 212. Davis 305. So is from 193. Yeah, time to come up. Henry Davis, welcome to the team, buddy. Move him to the MLB. And who's getting sent down now on the MLB roster? So I'm not going to send him down. Clase's hot now. Good. Davis Schneider batting 182. Not a lot of at-bats. Maybe Owen Casey's playing over his head right now. He needs some full-time AAA action. Yeah. Owen Casey, get some full-time minutes down in AAA for a little bit. We'll reevaluate that later on in the season. So Henry Davis, I'm going to have you play every day against lefties. 55 contact. Yeah, Davis is going to be every day against lefties. And Kirk's going to sit for now. Let's start like that. Davis could almost DH, but Clement's been doing well. Clase is hot now as well. Yeah, let's go like that. That'll be the one little change. And in AAA, De La Cruz goes in there. Casey comes in right field. Javon Ward's been cold anyways, no problem. O'Leary's hot. Ward goes here. Where's Casey? De La Cruz, good. All right. Back to reality. Scouting. They did their second week already of this, right? Had I set this one already? I forget. Hold on. Let me go back in the video file here. Did I already set this one? I think I already did. Yes, I already did. Okay. So 1 more week for these ones. All right. Another critical situation. 4-3 win. 4-3 loss. 4-3 loss. 5-1 loss. 8-5 loss. 3-1 loss. 3-2 win. And 6-5 win. 22-23. Ridiculous. Okay. So catches. Now we're halfway through the scouting assignments. 7 out of 14 weeks. Now we're going to start looking at individual prospects. So none are graded. Actually, this one's better at position players. So scout prospect. Let's go to the catchers. We pick at 11. 11, 48, blah, blah, blah. 68, 98. 65, 97. 65, 99. 73, 93. 68, 98. Let's start with Kai Muller. Next, both these guys are going to do pitchers. So scout prospect. Starting pitchers. Unranked, but ranked 3rd by our prospects. This guy, Billy Ishii. Rick Matlock. Let's just make sure the top prospects in the league are scouted properly. Who knows who's going to drop to us at pick number 11. So let's just do that. Francisco Cortez and Manny Rivera. Let's just start scouting all the top guys. So whoever drops to us, we'll know who to take at 11. 5-2 loss. 5-2 loss. Okay, it's enough now. It's enough. It's enough. Varsho batting 222. Kirk batting 199. Davis 286. All right, Davis, the everyday catcher. Let's see. Hold on. So against lefty, same thing. Yes. Laureano batting 209. Hey, we need some help out here. Clase is going to come in against lefties as well then. Laureano has not been impressive at all. Batting 209 like last year. I guess that's expected. His fielding's been good at least. But fine, go on the bench. Kirk's been a joke. Yeah, let's check the trade blocks. Schneider's not even getting any at-bats, so maybe he would do better, but we don't even know. Got to mix up the batting order, too. Before we do that, let's look at the trade blocks, yes. So, view trade block. Jose Altuve, of course, on his huge contract. Josh H. Smith. Josh H. Smith. Third base, who plays first, short, and left. Batting .301. Tyrone Taylor, 79. Randy Arozarena. That's tempting. Expiring free agent, though. Hasn't been playing the last couple games? Kirk's a 93 in BLM 24, really? $252 Arozarena. Yeah, they're all expired. A lot of them are on expiring deals here. Jose Alvarado, we're thinking about him in the offseason. Anyways, Tyrone Taylor batting .333 is very interesting, I have to admit. 9.1 million. Smith, third base, and Altuve on that crazy contract. Tyrone Taylor is interesting. What do you want for Tyrone Taylor? Chris Bassett. We could do that. Chris Bassett hasn't even really been good. 7.5 ERA. Chris Bassett for Tyrone Taylor. Do we do that? Do we toss in a name as well? One of our bats? Like, here's Davis Schneider. And we take back some outfield bats or some other, pitcher. Budgetary, oh, yeah, that's right. We can't, yeah, budgetarily. Someone 3.3 million max. They wouldn't want to do that. No. Sean Manaea, 25 million. Woo. We could take back 21C72 Herb Bingham. Any good lefties? Not on the Mets, sadly. Yeah, I'm down for a lefty. The Mets don't have anybody. David Peterson's the first one up. He's making 6.8 million. Which, if we did, we have to find a way to clear up some money. We have to trade out like Jimmy Garcia. 4.96 ERA. Rodriguez. We have to trade Jimmy Garcia if we did that. 4.96 ERA. David Peterson would come in as a lefty. Or even, no. They have Danny Young, 76. We could make it a little bit smaller. Take out Garcia. Take out Peterson. Make it Danny Young. Could just bring in a 76 like that. Edwin Diaz is only an 82 overall. They also have AJ Minter, 11 million though. So Danny Young, Tyrone Taylor and Danny Young for Chris Bassett and Davis Schneider. Would that be an interesting idea? We take back some C potential guy. $28D56, Brandon Eisert. Or just this guy. 18C645, Eric Kendall. What do you think about this, ladies and gentlemen? Chris Bassett, who I really intended to keep. We move him out. Then who's in long relief, though? In long relief, we'd have to rely on the guy from the bird cell a bit more, who's done well, actually. I mean, it's a deep bullpen. We could do it. Bassett and Schneider, two Jays favorites. Yeah, Birdsell's been good. Davis Schneider, I love you, man, but honestly, he probably would have... Yeah, 3 more years of arbitration, really. Honestly, he would have gotten buried by the younger players who are coming up. Bat 182 so far this year. Small sample size, again. But the last 2 years, he's batting like 190-something. 209 in his career. Former 28th round pick in 2017. He's a great story, but I just don't see a lot of room for him. We free up some money, which is nice as well. What if we dump one of these other guys and like? What if we trade Tommy Nance instead of Kendall? Could take some slightly better relief pitcher for the system. Anyone's slightly better? Not much. Brad Stew. We could flip a 34 D60 for a 19 C54, which, you know what, is a fine idea. What do you want, Adam Ottavino? Could Ottavino do it? No, we just signed him, so that's why. Brad Stew. All right, Bassett, Schneider, and Nance for Taylor, Young, and Stew. We free up some money. Well, Tyrone Taylor cost $9 million, so maybe not that much. We'd be actually taking on money. That's true. We're taking on money. But anyways, let's do it. Thank you, New York. We got Taylor off the trade block. Welcome to Toronto, Tyrone Taylor. Let's wake up a little bit here, gentlemen. Let's wake up a little bit. So Taylor's been hot. He's going to go straight into the lineup. Who's coming out? So Clement's been cold. He's doing well, but he's cold. So Tyrone Taylor's going to go straight in. Good fielding, so get straight in there. Classe, I like his speed as well. So maybe actually, yeah, Tony's going to go back to DH. Classe to left field. Taylor to right field. Good. Now, what do we think about the order? Bohm's been cold as well. Look at all the colds here. 1, 2, we have 5 players who are cold. Same thing here. DH. Then swap with Tony, swap with Classe. Do we need to change anything in this batting order, ladies and gentlemen? As I take another sip. Do we like the batting order? Or maybe Bohm, who's been cold, swaps with somebody? Jimenez, who's been hot, goes to 2? Taylor 7? Davis has been good as well, though. Maybe Jimenez swap here. You're saying like that? Against righties and lefties? Same lineup against righties and lefties? Or does someone really excel against lefties here? Varsho should, in theory. In theory, Varsho should be doing very well against lefties and be the number 2 guy here, but he hasn't been. So keep it like that, I suppose. And we'll see where we go from there. We're 20th in power. Yeah, we need more power out here. That's been a big problem. Let's go see this game against the Cincinnati Reds on the road against Cincy after we're 3-7 in our last 10 games. GM data says time to stop the bleeding. Let's make a change. And also in the pitching rotation. So now that brings us another lefty in Danny Young. And 62 Rodriguez. Yeah, 62 stamina will put Rodriguez in long relief. So Birdsell and Rodriguez will both be in long relief. Rasmussen, Garcia, Young in mid relief. Gaddis, Hudson setup. Hoffman closer. Gaddis is getting blown up a little bit. Young is getting blown up a little bit. Yeah, the bullpen needs to regroup. We made a little change there. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled Blue Jays baseball. All right, Toronto's up. Here against the Reds at the Great American Ballpark. Bowden Francis on the mound. This new order is here with Tyrone Taylor joining us on the road. No, skip all. Let's play ball. Let's do the first inning. Strikeout, ground out, single, Varsho, ground out. All right, let's fly through it. 1 run for the Reds, sorry. 1 run for us, very good. 5th inning. Francis getting tired. Strikeout, ground out, still going. Let's go. Guerrero ground out. Santander solo home run from Tony. Let's go.
Now
pitching change now. Varsho singles. Bohm 2 for 2. He walks. Taylor's 0 for 2. Now's a great time. Fielder's choice. Runners on first and second. Tyrone Taylor is there. Henry Davis walks to load the bases. Big moment for Jonathan Classe, who strikes out. All right, 2-1 lead. De La Cruz strikes out. Mullins walks. Pick off, pitch, walk. Pick off, second, pitch, strikeout. He's tired, but he can do one more. Oh, why do I even say that? Bowden Francis just changed his skin color there, thanks to the game. Let's go to, it's a 2-2 game. Let's go to Young. Danny Young making his Blue Jays debut. Numbers haven't been great with New York, but he's a lefty. Here we go. Fly out. Nice. All right, it's a 2-2 game. Bo Bichette against Anthony Bender. Ground out. Jimenez solo home run. A rare home run from him. Vladdy grounds out. Tony ground out. All right, 1-run lead, bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia now in? Was there an injury? I suppose. Ground out. Fly out. Line out. All right, top of the 8th. Varsho walks. Bohm singles. Taylor pop-up. Davis strikeout. Clase. Oh, nice! An RBI single from Clase. And Bichette, pitching change, strikes out. 2-run lead in the bottom of the 8th. De La Cruz grounds out. Mullins flies out. Encarnacion grounds out. Top of the 9th, let's extend. Jimenez strikeout. Guerrero ground out. Tony ground out. All right. Coming in for the close. Jeff Hoffman, close it out, baby. Hits are 10-3. Close it out. Leadoff double. Why am I not surprised? Strikeout. Ground out. And a big win. Let's go. Bruised ribs from Danny Young will keep him active. Big save to Hoffman. Alec Bohm, player of the game, 3 for 3 with a walk, a home run. Nicely done. 13th save of the year for Hoffman. And that's a big win. 4-2 the final. All right. 8-4 win. Let's go. We're up 13-3. Bohm needs a triple to hit for the cycle. No, that's all right. And 4 hits allowed. Yes, that was great. Danny Young is back. Good. 13-3 win there. Sorry. Rotation. Danny Young is back. Good. All right, so a 3-game win streak. Big games here against Baltimore. 4-0. So that's a 13-3 win. 4-0 loss. 4-0 win. We'll go see this last game here against Baltimore, one of our rivals. We'll also update the scouting. So, let's see. This guy, yeah, he's not super interesting. He's interesting, not super interesting. This guy's definitely the first-ranked guy, 85-92, yeah. I don't need to fully scout these guys. I just want to know enough about them to know who's a bust and who's not if we're going to be making a selection so high in the draft. All right? Unranked, rank 2. No, I'm going by, I want to see by MLB rank. The top, according to MLB rank, 70-90. Henry Humphrey. Team rank 71. No, I think we know enough to say we're not interested. Rick Matlock, 50%. Excuse me. No, you know what? No, we know enough. I don't want to waste time. If we know enough, 50%, we know enough. Just know that they're not a bust. I don't need to know everything about them. I just need to know that they're not a bust. Let's scout this guy. Just enough to know that they're not a bust. 38%. Okay, let's get him a bit more scouted. And 71-95. Yeah. Scotty Scott. Awesome. Scotty Scott. Alright, yeah, we'll go see this game against Baltimore. I love it. Blue Jays and Orioles at Camden Yards. Here we go. Bowden Francis on the mound.
Play ball.
Play ball. First inning, 1 run for the Blue Jays. Third inning, another run for us. Fourth inning, another run for us. Fifth inning, no run. If Scotty Scott is good, I'm down for Scotty. No problem. Bottom of the 6th, still dealing. There you go. 7th inning, 2 runs. Francis did well through 6. I'm going to pull him now. He's tired. We're up 5-0. Let's bring in Gaddis. No, let's bring in Hudson at 77. Let's bring in Hudson. 1 run allowed. Then another run for us. Hudson fly out, ground out, single, walk. Nope, goodbye. Gaddis, get us out of it. 1 run scored, strikeout. All right. Here we go. Top of the 9th with a 4-run lead. Clase, you've been impressing me so far, buddy. Ground out. Bichette ground out. Jimenez. Anybody want to pinch hit for 1? Yeah, Clement, you come in here for a little hit. Fly out. Gaddis, finish it off. Single. Fielder's choice. Pick off. Double play. Awesome. All right, Jays win. Big wins there against the Orioles as Francis gets that dub. 27-26 is the record. Here we go against the Pirates now. We lose 5-4. We lose all these 1-run games. 5-4 loss, 4-3 loss, 9-3 loss. 3 in a row there against the Pirates. 4-3 win, 2-1 win, thank goodness. Just enough that they're not a bust. Scotty Scott, 75-91. Doesn't really grip me that much. Just make sure they're not a bust. Okay, so whoever's not scouted enough. Yeah, I'm not impressed by Henry Humphrey, so I don't even want to scout him anymore. 50, 69, 38. Yeah, we should scout him some more. Horace Redding, 66 to 96. Or do I want Nolan McCarty, 68 to 98? Probably more like, yeah, I want him a bit more. Merrill Lockwood, 73 to 92. 75 to 99. Gene Graham. Yeah, let's do him. All right, 6-4. When we lose 3 in a row, then we win 3 in a row. Playing the 17 and 41 Athletics now. 4-2 win. Come on, keep it up. Gosman now 1 to 2 months with a separated shoulder. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Back-to-back close victories there. Yikes. Bastion do well. Nunez tore it up. O'Leary raked. Pardino had a good month. Little did well. Good. All right, so now in the rotation, congratulations to Brandon Birdsell. You know what? The young rookie has been impressing. Brandon Birdsell, here's your chance. Rule 5 draft acquisition. Barrios is a monster. Or, yeah, you know what? Let's also be fair. Let's check the prospects, too. Francis, Lodolo, May, all of them are doing well enough. Danny Young, the ERA's come down. Or do we look at one of our AAA guys? Gallardo's struggling. Hunter Strickland, yeah, that makes total sense that he's pitching and Savage is in long relief. Oh my goodness, I need to go fix everything. Oh my goodness. Tiedemann, Savage, Bloss, Costa, and Kloffenstein, I suppose, right? Yeah. That's the 5 I want in the rotation. What is Strickland doing there? With his 20 stamina. We have no closing pitcher, but who's been in the closing role? So Hunter Strickland can be the closer, I suppose. What in the world is happening here? Little swap there. Man, when you do auto, I thought it would at least put players in the somewhat right position. So Tiedemann, Savage, they're looking good, but they haven't pitched as much as they should have. Savage probably looking the best right now. Does Trey Savage get a look in the MLB? Or do we go with Birdsell? Trey 2.2, Bloss 4.4. Let me guess, it's the same down here in AAA. Lara looking good. Pinto, yeesh. Pardino. Shambi is a relief pitcher. What are you doing? Lara 49. Shambi can go there. Oh my goodness. Alright. So Birdsell 65 has been doing, he's been in 27 MLB innings, 2.0 ERA. Savage in 28 and 2/3 AAA innings, 2.2 ERA. Maybe give a start or two to Birdsell and see where that goes. Maybe just to see, you know? Maybe just to see. So, Barrios now, can we sweep the Athletics? Yes, 12-1 win, thank goodness. Now they're 17 and 44, you gotta sweep them. 6.5 games back the Red Sox now. You know what? We're 7 and 3 in our last 10. We can do this, let's go. 6-5 loss, another 1-run game. Rodriguez out with inflamed nerve, and then an 8-4 loss. 33 and 31, back down to reality. Alright, so we know enough about these prospects to actually be interested by them. I like that, good. We gotta start scouting the rest of the class too, looking for the gems. We can't just we can't put all of our eggs in the 11th overall pick basket. Who else we want to know about? So Redding, I'm not super interested by. That our team rank is 27. Merrill Lockwood in center field. I probably wouldn't go for a center field at that point anyways, though. Starting pitcher Lawrence Hendley. No, now we're getting past 11. These are guys we wouldn't even be considering taking anyways, probably at this point. Okay. So we know that with our pick at 11, we'll be taking one of these guys who we've scouted. Someone who we can take a more educated guess on now that they've been scouted a little bit more. Francisco Cortez is going to be straight to the MLB, 23 years old. He's probably already a high overall. Does team rank tend to be more accurate than league rank? I think so, actually. At least according to your scouts, if you have good scouts. Okay, according to team rank, let's scout some guys who the team has highly. Billy Ishii. I already know that I want him, so I'm not going to scout him anymore. I want him. Rick Matlock, we know that he's looking pretty good. This guy we want for sure. Where's some other guys who are ranked low by the league but high by our scouts? Like this guy, 27-10. I doubt he's still there at 48, though. That's the problem. Highly by our scouts, but not by the league. We might want to try and find a little secret. Unranked. This guy could... Yeah, let's scout him. Who else? Right after MLB, I always stay away from 23-year-old players with higher overall than potential and high... Agreed. But if it's the guy who's first overall, then I would go for it, because that guy's going to be very good. Later on in the draft, you're absolutely right. Who's this? 29-43? Could still be there. Oh yeah, walks per 9 you got to look at, for sure. High contact, yeah, you're reading my mind. Let's look at guys who might be in the 40s, 50s, all that. 75-99, closing pitcher, Harvey Ward. Yeah, we're looking at those. We need some closing pitchers. Harvey Ward, let's get him scouted. Yeah, let's do that with a few more weeks of scouting to go. All right, here we go. 5-2 win. Rodriguez plays on the bench. Yeah, appreciate it. Long relief, he's in there. When's Birdsell getting a game? Is this one Birdsell? Yes. Birdsell, 6-4 loss. Can I just see that game, actually? View the box score of this game. Birdsell, sorry, Blue Jays. 4 innings, gave up 8 hits over 4 innings, 4 runs, struck out 3. It's more, yeah, it wasn't all on him. 4-2 loss, 2-1 win, 6-4 loss, 10-2 win. Really a 500 team. Barely getting over that hump. Yes, we like this guy. We like these guys for sure. Yeah, this guy's ranked 14th in our system and 43rd by the league, so maybe he'd be there for our second pick. It's possible. Let's get back to scouting prospects. So now, let's look at position. We said we wanted catchers. So, could this guy be available? Looking at with the potential 90 guys. Francisco Barreto from Ohio. Let's get him scouted. Change, no. Okay. Scout process. Let's keep you on the catchers. Anyone else who might be interesting to us? Jesse Clem, 63-93. Yeah, could be interesting. Do we do all catchers for this week? 73-93. He's 20. Yeah, this guy 23. I don't want to go after probably. 68-98, unranked but 159. That could be a late pick for us. Ryan Rosales. Okay. Let's get a catcher scouted here. 6-3 loss, 5-3 win. Auto, 12-7 win here against... These are big games here against the Yankees, but they're a below 500 team at this point. Really, wow, the mighty have fallen. Move him on the 60-day now. Kevin Gausman, 3 out of 4. We win 3 out of 4 against the Yankees. Now here's a huge series against the Red Sox. We're 6.5 games back. We're playing 3 games in Boston. I'm going to see all 3 of these. Brandon Birdsell on the mound. If you want to stay in the rotation, then you got to prove it right here, right now, or else we're probably calling up you Savage. Here at Fenway Park, Brandon Birdsell. Here we go. How's everyone batting? 237 is Dalton Varsho. Tyrone Taylor batting 309. Let's swap him with Varsho. Davis 272. He could be our guy of the future. Clase, Laureano woke up a little bit. Kirk woke up a little bit. Soderstrom still 183. All right, here we go. Skip ball, let's play ball. That rhymes. Against Huascar Ynoa? Here we go. First inning, 1 run for the Red Sox. Second inning, third inning, 1 run for us. Fourth inning, 1 run for the Red Sox again. Triple, leadoff triple from Duran. Yikes, there's the single, fly out, fielder's choice, fielder's choice. That'll probably be it for Birdsell. 4 runs for us in the 6th, that's huge. We needed that. All right, let's protect the 2-run lead and even add to it. Gaddis, who's down to a 78. No, Gaddis, you're better than this. Get back. No, not the leadoff double. Strikeout. Walk. Runners in the corner. Stolen base. Come on. Walking him in. No, Gaddis. I'm trading you if you blow this. Fielder's choice. Strikeout. Yes. That's to really threaten him. Only allowing 1. Jimenez. Ground out. Vlad pop up. Double from Santander. Tyrone batting 305. Strikes out. All right, Gaddis. 1 mistake. Pop up. No, I'm sorry. 1 pitch. I was going to say. Let's move to Hudson, the lefty. Double against Bregman. Then a walk, fielder's choice, ground out. Getting out of that just barely. Alec Bohm grounds out. Varsho flies out. Davis singles. He's doing well. Clase ground out. Bottom of the 8th, pop-up, single. Pick off. Pick off. Pitch, walk. Oh my goodness. Pitch, pinch runner. Pitch, strikeout.
Number 17.
Cassis. Better against righties. Here we go, Hudson. Pitch, baby. Fly out. Yes. 9th inning. Come on. Add to the lead.
Now pitching for the
Come on, Bo walks. Lead off walk. Pop up. Double play. Awesome. All right, Hoffman. Close it out. Jeff Hoffman. 1-run lead to protect. Please. Bregman pops up. Wong singles or Wang. Was it Wong? Wang? I don't know. Pick. Oh, yes! Hoffman picks him off, and Abreu pops up. The Blue Jays win. Clase player of the game. What a 6th inning that was as we pull out the victory. Big win against the Red Sox. Let's go for another. Oh, that was a big win right there. Barrios on the mound. Let's go for another now. With the City Connect jerseys. Huge win. Barrios on the mound. Let's go. Here we go. 1st inning. 2nd inning, 1 run for us, 1 run for the Red Sox. 3rd inning, 1 run for us. 4th inning, 5th inning, 5 runs for Boston. Barrios got beat up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull him after that. Let's go to Rasmussen. Rasmussen makes it out. 7th inning, nothing. We have only 2 runs out here. 8th inning, there you go, 3 runs. All right, bottom of the 8th. Down by 1. Bregman singles. Pick off pitch, hit by pitch. Great. Strikeout. Pop up, fly out. Nice. 9th inning, down by 1. This is a huge, huge opportunity for us. Tyrone Taylor, by the way, 4, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. also. Both of them are 4 for 4 on the day. You know what? Let's hop in. Let's hop in. Welcome to all 17 of you watching. We're about close to halfway through year number 2 here with the Blue Jays. As we're 5.5 games back of the Red Sox for the lead of the AL East. Let's hop in to watch this. Oh, sorry. Team select. Here you go. Alexis Diaz on the mound against Jonathan Clase. Welcome to all 19 of you watching now. Great to see so many of you aboard for our MLB The Show series. We're live every Thursday evening. First pitch pop-up. Your disgrace, Jonathan Clase. Back to the dugout. No problem, Mighty Joe. 1 out. Bo Bichette. Here we go. Base is empty. Clase collects 5 RBI last game. Was that so? Wow.
That is ball 1.
One of the league leaders in saves is Alexis Diaz. First pitch ball. Leave a like for good luck if you haven't already, everybody. Come on. Here we go. Bichette 2 for 4 on the day. Takes that 4-seam inside. Great discipline.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball.
Always let me know if it's too loud, by the way.
Spits on that one.
Livery swung on inside this time. A little chopper. Is that going to get him to first? Come on, Speedbo! No, he's out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today.
Down to our last out with the bases empty. Not looking good.
1 out left.
But 1 swing away from tying the game. Jimenez. Slider. Fouled back. Oh my goodness! Hold on! That's going far! Oh, wow! What a crack of the bat from Jimenez, who was that close to tying the game. Oh, We beat the Red Sox last game. We lose this game, so it's a wash. But we have another game or two to go. I believe one more. I think it was a 3-game series. Both Vlad and Taylor were 4 for 4 tonight. Yeah, one more game against the Red Sox. Scouting, we're almost time for the draft, which is exciting. Francisco Barreto. Do we scout him a little bit more? Yeah, I think we should. Clem, 68-91. Yeah, I want to scout him some more as well. All three of these I want to know fully about. See you, Mighty Joe. Good luck tomorrow. Let us know how it goes. Congrats on the new job. Hope everything goes swimmingly well. I can't dedicate all three to the catchers, though. We got to look at some lefty pitchers. We said we want to look at some lefties. Guys who are going to be later in the draft. Guys in the 80s, 90s, all that. Joe Fisher, in the show 19, I was playing with the Phillies and had Odubel Herrera. Yes, I loved having him. 2 pop-ups right to him, and he dropped them both. I benched him after the game. I cut him. Well done. Good on you. Let's find some gems here. Unranked, 64-94. That's the potential. 82-97, but a 22-year-old pitcher. Sal Jones. But his potential isn't... Yeah, that could be interesting. 50-65. Sal Jones could be interesting. And now let's go see this game against Boston. We won game 1. We lost game 2. Let's win game 3 to have the 1-game win in the end. To gain a game on the Red Sox. No. Skip. Francis. Skip ball. Here we go. First inning. Second inning. Third. 2 runs for the Sox. 5th, Francis getting tired. 6th, 1 run for us. Pitch, fly out, strikeout. Nice. 7th inning, Mayer single. Francis getting tired. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull him now. Let's go, yeah, Jimmy Garcia. Fly out, fielder's choice. Walk, fielder's choice. Top of the 8th, down by 1. This is the time we need to get runs, ladies and gentlemen. Clausen now batting .236. He has been cold. He's been hot against the Red Sox, but so-so. I remember he was in the 270s, was he not?
Now pitching.
Let's go.
For the Red
Clausen
Sox.
flies out.
Number 63,
Bichette flies out. Jimenez singles. Let's go crazy. Steal second. Stolen base. Vlad brings him in on the single. GM data tells him to steal, and that brings him home. Jimenez scores from second on the Vlad RBI single, and it's a 2-2 game. Santander strikes out, and here we go. 2-2, bottom of the 8th. Bregman pops up. Wong grounds out. Abreu, no! Solo home run. Anthony ground out. Top of the 9th, we need one more run. Varsho, Bowman, Taylor are up. We need 1 run. 1 run! Varsho against Alexis Diaz. Here we go. Varsho fly out. Bohm single. That's a man on first. I don't know if we can steal second. It's a bit too risky. Tyrone Taylor. Let's go. Actually... Oh, I pressed triangle. But anyways, it didn't... Yeah, nothing happened. Sorry, I pressed triangle. So it was a Bohm single. Why can't they see what happened? Why won't they tell me what happened? Whatever. And we lose because Davis couldn't do anything in the 9th. Great, I pressed triangle by accident, but... What a story, Joe. So we go down a game on the Red Sox now. 7-1 loss, 4-3 win, 8-7 loss. Another 1-0... another 1-run loss. Another 1-run loss. This is crazy. How many 1-run losses could there be? Here comes another one. 9-8 loss. 6-5 win. All of these 1-run games. Embarrassing. Okay, good to know about these catchers. Thank you. Yeah, I like Sal Jones a lot, actually. Good overall for his age. It should be high, as he's 22, yeah. Alright, let's go find some gems. Who else is out here in the possible? And we're picking in the hundreds and whatnot. Who are some guys we might want to take a shot on? 16 still looks too high. I'm looking in the hundreds. Okay, 65 to 99, Larry Ferris. 65 to 99, 78 to 92. Also 65 to 99, Martin Fuentes. Or do we go deeper? 62 to 96. First, I'm looking for just potential. Then, when we're drafting, we can look for the high contact. 64 to 98, 5% scouted, relief pitcher. I don't usually draft relief pitchers. 84 to 98, but a 23-year-old will pass. 73 93. They have a catcher. We already scouted him a little bit. 80 94, same thing. He's 23. 65 to 99. Let's do that. Let's go back to the starting pitchers, especially the lefties. Who has some blue in here? Blue, 86. Do we need to improve on Varsho? 240 average, 30 RBI in 80 games. Maybe we do not get all these 1-point losses if we get an upgrade. Yeah, you're right. Varsho's been so good, but this year not so much. This guy's a righty. I want to look at some lefties. We should go sort by lefties. 82, 92, no. 22, no. 63, 93 is an idea. Righty, though. I want lefties. Another righty. 68, 98. I want righties. Lefties, sorry. 22. This is a lefty. 84, 94. We had seen before. 64, 94, 18. Boston Sexton. Okay. Who else is out here? Almost no lefties in the league out here? What's going on? 1831, no, he won't be there. Lefty 6393, but I wouldn't draft him with that pick probably. Unless he's still there. 6393? Alright, let's scout him. For the lefty. 2 more weeks to scout. So what's up in the lineup here? So Bichette 259, Jimenez 262, Vlad's hot, Santander's hot, Varsho 224, 86 overall. Signed on for 5 more years. Just give him that new contract, did we not? And how's the in center? He's a huge piece in center field. Perfect fielding on the year right now. 99 fielding. I don't think we can move him out. Maybe we just move him down in the order and we make an upgrade somewhere else. Maybe Clase needs to be upgraded upon. Laureano gets traded out or something. We got Taylor as an... Or maybe, you know what? It doesn't have to be an outfielder. We could put Santander back to left, and just any bat could be DH. Soderstrom's getting almost no at-bats. Maybe we need to send Soderstrom down and pick up a different bat. We could look at the trade blocks. In the rotation, or we could bench him versus righties, also a possibility. Birdsell's looking good. Looking very good. Barrios, Francis so-so, Lodolo so-so, man, they're all around 4 ERA. Danny Young has not been good. But, remember, his ERA was above 10 when we got him, so it's come down. If you look at recent games, yeesh. Yeah. Some tough outings, actually. Even Hunter Gaddis. Ugly. Ugly! Infinity. Horrible ERAs last few games. Good stretches, but then just horrible. Hoffman's been good. The bullpen's been choking it a lot. Maybe some sort of bat upgrade somewhere. Who's on the block? Rosarena's the only bat on the block, batting 229. Actually, no, Josh H. Smith. Josh H. Smith is also out here. 2 more years of arbitration. He's interesting, Josh H. Smith. Versatile as well. On the trade block. If I gave you Danny Young, Bowman is a good player. The problem is last 2 seasons in the playoffs, the team is going for hitting home runs, not putting the ball in play if they were in the season. Fair point. Is there a different lefty we could take back from you? Robert Garcia? Maybe. But he's been their closer, so actually not. No other lefties here? Ryan Yarbrough? No. Maybe we keep Danny Young. I don't know. Gosman will be back soon. He's savaged at a 74. His numbers are looking really good. Maybe he's going to get a call-up soon then. Von Costa's looking good. Jake Bloss. So what can we offer you for Josh H. Smith? You want Daniel Vasquez and George Mendoza. You gotta trade some money, for sure. How's Casey? Good, yeah, good ask there. How's Casey doing down in AAA? Up to a 73, batting .233. Yeah. Should be better with those numbers, but he's up to a 73 overall at least. So Laureano moving out would free up the money at $8.4 million. That's the bat for the bat. Batting .218. 2 errors. So Laureano moves out. Smith comes in. Perfido, he's cold down in AAA. Arjun up to a 70 overall. That's nice. Jimenez 268. Kasevich is hot. That's nice. What else can we do? Ernie Clement batting .237. We could throw Laureano and Clement into a deal. What if we even added Orelvis Martinez? No. If we put 2 bats in. Could we take Smith and another bat back? If we added a little bit more value? Maybe an outfielder? 25-year-old B isn't the end of the world, though, in MLB. Jock Peterson, making $18.5 million, never mind. Evan Carter, too much, 23B 74. That would be interesting to pick up. Hasn't been doing well, though, with Texas. Leody Taveras, batting 103. Taveras. Who are you saying, Martinez? Who's 66B? Loperfido? Is that who you're saying? Batting .233. Could put Loperfido in a deal. Loperfido instead of Clement, maybe? Laureano and Loperfido for Smith. That could be interesting. What do you think about that, everybody? Laureano and Loperfido for Smith. Loperfido not doing well in AAA and also 26B 66. Maybe at this point we trade him. Not a horrible prospect, though, and who knows what kind of growth he might continue to get. But we bring in a 28B 81 who's under arbitration for 2 more years. Doggy might be talking about Kasevich. Oh, 25B 66. Well, he's been hot. At least he's performing in AAA. We do have a lot of shortstops, though. But none that are really that good. Really, it's just Bichette, Nimala, and Kasevich. I would trade Jimenez first, maybe. Maybe we trade Jimenez and keep Loperfido? We could do Jimenez instead of Loperfido, who's 2 years younger but see potential, but 1 overall higher. I say we need to improve either way, so Lopez might be out anyway. Lopes. Not Lopez. Lopes. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Laureano, who didn't really work out, and Loperfido, who's a stagnating prospect, for Josh H. Smith. The Rangers want to do it. We free up more money. Thank you, Texas. Let's wake up. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Josh H. Smith will DH for this Blue Jays team. Davis has been hot. He'll continue in there. Kirk has not been trustworthy at all. Varsho going to the bottom of the order. Actually, no, he's going out of the lineup against righties. Out of the lineup against righties. Who comes in? Clase at the bottom of the order against righties, I suppose. At least he's stealing bases. Sure, Pablo Lopez, no problem. How's Randall looking? It's true, we went Laureano over Randall. Remind me in 90 seconds. Type it and press enter in 90 seconds, Hobbsy. Josh H. Smith. Taylor's been hot. Maybe Taylor goes 5, Smith goes 7? And Varsho stays in against lefties, but he's going to move down the order. Clase comes out. Smith goes in, and he'll DH. Taylor, Bohm, Smith. Taylor, Bohm, Smith, Davis, Clase, Davis, Varsho instead now. Better against lefties than Taylor. Actually, no, let's go Smith, Bohm, Taylor against lefties. One difference there in the lineup. All right. Let's do that. Thank you, Texas. Sorry, who did Hoppy say? Randall. Handsome Randall. How's Grichuk doing? Grichuk batting .299. Yep, we should have gone with Randall. We went for the defense, thinking that he'd be sharing his time with Casey. But no, he's not playing with Casey. Casey's in AAA. So our two right fielders, Casey and Laureano, are both gone. Casey in AAA, Laureano traded away. Mistake. Sadly, a mistake. Scouting's already set. All right. True, only 28 games played. True. All right, here we go against the Yankees, who are 4 games behind us. We beat them 5-4, just barely. 5-4 win. Another one-run game. 2-0 win. Nice. 4-3 win to protect. 4-3 lead to protect. We get it. There you go. It's a 4-game win streak now. 4-game win streak. First of the month. June was tough for Cal Steven. Ricky Tiedemann struggled. Cutter Coffee swung a hot bat. Connor Cook was good. Jake Bloss was good. Nice. All right. Seattle 3-1 win. That's now a 5-game win streak. Playing against the Expos. Here we go against the Nationals. We're 30-58. We beat them 6-3 and 5-4. There's a nice little streak since we made those trades. We're 48-41. Now 7 games back of the Red Sox. Let's go to the final scouting assignment now. Do we know enough about these guys to move on? Probably. Who knows if they're even going to be at our spot. So I have to say yes, sadly. We know enough. Last scouting report. Scout prospect. Last scouting report. Anyone who stands out that we want to get some scouting done who's maybe ranked 40 and up. Yes, not... That's good, Obsu. 48-28. Could be interesting starting pitcher. I just want one good prospect with our first pick. I just want the first guy to be good. 71-93 unranked. No, we don't. We know he won't go. 64-73. No. Let's get around to our pick in the 40s. Who might be here? Like this guy could be interesting. 61-95, and then even Nate McCall. Scotty Scott looked meh, yeah. And Nate McCall, last guy we'll look at. Where was he? Nate McCall. Unless there's anyone else who really stands out to us. We're thinking about our pick of the 40s. 60-94, 60-94, 78-94. We already scouted him. Yeah, Nate McCall. All right. That'll be the last scouting assignment before the draft. 17-7 win. Can we get win number 50 against the Marlins? No, 5-4 loss. Then 2-0 win. There it is. We are 50-42. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now 9-1 in our last 10 games, and we're now just 7 games back of the Red Sox. We're gaining slowly. 2-0 win. Back-to-back 2-0 wins against the Marlins. Then a 3-2 loss. Cutter Coffee out 2 to 3 months. Goodbye. 10-3 loss after that. And now it's draft day. Here we go, draft day. So we'll just put everybody, throw everybody in the queue here. Throw everybody in the queue who we have some interest in. Whether they're unranked guys and all that. Make sure we get everybody who we want in the queue. Maybe this guy could be interesting, but let's get the big names in there. The unranked guys could be interesting. Let's have a better draft than last year, that's for sure. Keep on going. 84-94, yeah, we'll look at him. Look at him. Just looking for guys who have the scouting bar. I think we've done... No, that's probably it. 77-87, 73-93. Okay. Unranked 50 somewhere in there. Oh, and Doggy, well, it's been a while. I need some more players. $1.99 from Doggy. Thank you, my friend. I'll go ahead and add another entry for you to the created player raffle. Very kind of you, sir. Appreciate you. Doggy gets another entry for the next raffle. Done. Yeah, well, I'm sure I missed some players. So we'll see them as we make our selection. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, draft time. Here we go. So the Pirates pick first. We pick 11th. The Brewers had the big jump from like 16th. So let's start the draft. First overall, let's see. Please, who's going to drop to us at 11? I want to see someone juicy drop to us. Unranked. Oh, man. The Pirates scouts went to Japan. The unranked player who we had second in our system goes to the Pirates at first overall. Billy Ishii. Wow. I mean, that means a player will drop in the top 10, but still. Next up, the 4th ranked player, Rick Matlock, goes to the Brewers. Thieves, come on. And number 3 is the 43rd ranked prospect. Nice. Good, so that already means that some prospects should be dropping. Let's sim to our pick, and here we go. Who's going to be out there? Francisco Cortez is out here. Let's make sure we've done our due diligence. Hold on. The 1st and 2nd ranked players are still out here. There are other players who are very interesting, 8th ranked and all that, but I think it has to be at least one of these two guys. Do we want the 23-year-old second baseman who already has very high numbers, high motivation to sign, from Missouri? He plays no secondary positions. I'm not sure what Jimenez's secondary positions are. Very good power, contact, fielding. Meanwhile, Manny Rivero, shortstop who can play 2nd and 3rd, doesn't have the power or really mean the fielding that much. I mean, you have to. I know he's only 5'8", yeah, but I think you have to. You have to. The number 1 ranked prospect. Teams are passing on him because he's too old or whatever reason. But to take him at 11, maybe it's the bonus demands is too much for some teams or whatever else. But I think we have to. Francisco Cortez from Missouri. The beautiful state of Missouri. Giving us so much in this beautiful world. We could go for the... we also wanted the lefty starting pitcher, though. Mike Throwbridge at 19. 81-94 potential. The hits and strikeouts per 9 aren't anything crazy, but good home runs per 9, pitch control. Mike Throwbridge would be that starter lefty at 6'4" from California, 19 years old. Oh, I really wanted Mike Throwbridge as well. Would it be crazy to take Mike Throwbridge over Francisco Cortez? I know we already have those guys in AAA, but we're thinking about that big lefty of the future. Best player available, says Cagney, can always trade for needs. I think it's okay to have... I don't mind the reaches. Some reaches are too crazy, but I don't mind the AI team reaching. So you know what? We got to do it with the 11th overall pick. The 23-year-old is going to be straight to the MLB next year. With the 11th overall selection, we are proud to select from the beautiful state of Missouri, 4-year senior. He's healthy. He wants to come here. Francisco Cortez, welcome to Toronto, Bello. Let's go. 80% scouted. We have all that on him. He should be a slam dunk selection. And I really hope that he has the A potential as well. Worst case, he's B potential, but already a high overall. Still, at 11th overall, that would not be a bad thing. Why does it say his demand was... I thought his demand was 10 million. Now it's 6 million? Francisco Correa, high power, high contact, love it. Scotty Scott goes at 12. I want to watch a few of these. Let's see where Manny Rivero goes. Mike Throwbridge. So Scotty Scott goes to the Mariners. Mike Throwbridge, there he is, going at 13 to the Reds. Yeah, we also needed some power, that's true. Slot value, gotcha. Scotty Scott. All right. Blue Jays next pick. We have 4 minutes for this one. Still a lot of names out here that we have pinned. Very good. Manny Rivero goes at 16, the second-ranked prospect. Kai Muller, we wanted him, the catcher. All right, pick 48 now. The unranked player who we have ranked 6th is still available, but I don't know if I want to reach for him just yet. 12th ranked, Merrill Lockwood is still out there. Unranked pitcher, Francisco Barreto, catcher, ranked 29. 28 by our team, is still out here at 48. He might be the guy. 1 and 2 fall to Toronto and Boston. Ooh, I like that storyline. There are other good guys, like even Harvey Ward. I wanted Harvey Ward. Yeah, the closing pitcher. 78 to 94 closing pitcher who's 21. Or 73 to 91 catcher. Are his numbers boosted by the defense a little bit, maybe? I don't know. Going by all prospects. The catcher, 73 to 91, 85% scouted. Or the closing pitcher, 69% scouted, 78 to 94. I like those hits, strikeouts. Walks per 9 aren't great, but that's a closing pitcher for you with high velocity. A lot of other unranked players who we like, or guys who we've scouted a little bit more. But not fully. I lean the closing pitcher, but I'm open to hearing any thoughts from the AGMs, of course. Doggy says closer. I do lean the closer. Harvey Ward from New York. Island the closing pitcher says Hobbsy. Closers are always great picks, usually A potential. We really wanted some catcher depth too, though. True. If we don't take the catcher now, who else is available for catcher? It would be a shot. There are other good names, but they'd be a shot in the dark name. If we wanted to wait on closing pitchers, he's the only one. That's the thing. We did want some catching depth, but closers usually drop later. That's true, but he's already dropped from 44. That's not much of a drop. Would he drop all the way to 87, though? I know that he'll drop to 50, maybe to 60, maybe even to 70. But to 87? Hobbsy's a Kirk believer as well. I don't think he'll drop that far. We have under a minute left here. JC2 is what, junior college or something? I think we could find... I think we can say for both. We can find more catchers. We could probably also find more closing pitchers, but both are tempting. Harvey Ward's closer to making the MLB. Less bonus demand from Harvey Ward. Barreto has dropped further from 29 to 48. I'm kind of leading the closing pitcher, but it's like 55-45. Any last AGM thoughts with 10 seconds left? Or I go Harvey probably here. Yeah, I think he's the guy. We'll keep an eye on where the catcher goes. Harvey Ward, we take him at 48. All right, where did that catcher go? We only have a minute here, so we can't wait too long. Francisco is 55 to the Brewers, so we'll go check the Brewers later. All right, 87 now. Looking at all players. 87. A lot of unranked guys who we had high in our system. If we go by league rank, 80 to 99 shortstop would be a shot in the dark. Thomas Roper, very fast. That's why we have 30 seconds left already. Probably just go for one of our guys instead of taking a shot in the dark. Yeah, we'll take one of our guys. One of those unranked guys who we want. 65-94. I guess the starting pitcher, 65-94. Yeah, we'll do him. Charlie Studer. At 87. Alright, next pick at 117. Who's still out here? Not much out here in the entire league. 63-92. Or a shot in the dark. Did we take the unranked guys? We had 6. I don't think that guy... Wasn't that the guy who went first overall? There are some shots in the dark we could go with here who are 60 to 94. 64-98. This guy's 51 to 85 overall already. 64-98. John Jackson. Brett. Robbie Bell. 60 to 94. 84 to 98, the 23-year-old left fielder still out there. I don't know if I really want to go for him, though. Alright, let's go with... Oh, no. I have 5 seconds. Where did he go? 64-98, there, John Jackson. 64-98. Alright, pick 147, our second to last pick. Now we'll take Sean Adams, who I was thinking of taking previously, who we have ranked 53rd. We get him 147th. Nice pick. Sean Adams. And finally, with our last pick at 177, we'll take a shot in the dark here. 77-87, 72-94, 65-99, probably the 72-94. There's a catcher still out here? 72, yeah, okay, Ryan Rosales. Yeah, we'll go with 72-94, Ryan Rosales. There you go. So we do get our catcher in the end. Not maybe the catcher we wanted, but a catcher. All right, there's the draft, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to seeing who becomes what. We've been on a nice little streak here, 6-5 win, and one of our players are in the home run derby at the Citizens Bank Park. Anthony Santander with 33 home runs at the All-Star break. Are you serious? Tony Santander leading the league, I would think. He's number 1 ranked. Ohtani has 30. Whoa! 30, 30, 25, 24. Yes, Santander has 33 home runs. We got to go in here. We got to go in and see this. 11 and a half at-bats per home run. Acuna's at 11.7. Let's try and win it for him to put it in his all-time awards and all that.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters.
Blah, blah, blah.
Let's
Here we go.
Right to it. It's time.
I haven't swung a bat in a little while since the last home run derby.
Now batting, Anthony Santander.
Santander. 432. There we go. I won derby, I think, once.
Monster home run. That one out of here.
There we go.
Batter's
Tony's feeling it. Leading the league in home runs. Could be a year of some awards for him.
2 minutes start now on the clock.
There you go. Oh, come on. So close. There you go. Perfect, perfect. 464.
Another home run.
There you go. Perfect, perfect again. I feel it in the control of second deck.
Into the second deck. A hat trick.
There you go. Perfect, perfect. 3 out of 4. Second deck again. What a machine. Just mashing them.
Just 1 minute remaining.
6 points for the Cubs. Thanks. We'll take a look at that, Mr.
It's out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen.
Portland and Milwaukee.
No question about that one.
Are the two that we want to see.
30 seconds left. Goodbye. That's into the bullpen. Another home run.
Hey, so many that are just so close, though.
That one is out of here. His 13th home run. And there it is, his 14th home run. No doubt about that one.
That's the new format now? You get numbers of outs or something? All right, so Tony gets 15. Now, of course, the 8th seed is going to get 18, right? Fast forward to the next user batter, and Tony's through. Nice. Is it not versus other people? It's just whoever has the top amounts? The top 4? Just barely, as Tucker had 14. All right, so Tony's through. There you go. Now it's Tony versus Yordan Alvarez.
Alrighty, let's see what he can do.
Here we go. Just made it through. Okay, hold on. Wake up, Tony. There you go. Smack him, baby.
That's his first home run.
Keep smacking them.
Another home run. His 3rd in a row.
Keep smacking
That's
them.
number 4 in a row.
What a machine.
5 straight home runs.
Love this
2
guy.
minutes remaining.
Love this man.
6 consecutive home runs.
Oh, close.
No
Everyone gets 40
question
pitches?
about
Is that what it is?
Oh,
Break.
that's a monster home run.
Uh-huh.
Make it 9 home runs.
Road to the show. I gotta get college football going first.
Another home run.
600. Oh, gotcha. We'll look at the Cubs later.
That one's out of here. Now 11 home runs for him. It's gone. Home run number 12.
Come on, Tony. Dig deep, Tony. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Second deck.
No
Dig
doubt
deep.
about that one.
Dig deep, Tony.
The bonus round has begun.
Oh, so many on the warning track.
No
deep,
question
Tony.
about that one. Out of here. That's his 15th home run.
So at least tied 15 already. Oh, just foul.
Oh, that's a monster home run.
Not gonna be enough.
And no time
All right,
remaining.
16.
That will do it. He finishes.
Alvarez had 17 in the first one. So, to next user,
With a
come
silver.
on. No! Alvarez wins. He had 17 in round 2 and then 17 in the final. Santander made it to the semifinal,
Ladies and gentlemen,
but Alvarez wins the home run derby.
your home
Nice
run
try, Tony.
derby
You're a
champion,
machine.
Yordan Alvarez.
Alright, that was fun. Nice try. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, for all 21 of you joining us here, we made some big moves at the All-Star break, a couple of trades, a big draft, and now we're 52 and 44 moving through the All-Star break. All-Star game, let's see which of our Blue Jays made the All-Star game. Oops, press simulate. No, I pressed simulate instead of play. Can I still go in and see it? Like, the organization, can I see anything about it? No, eh? Ah! I have to go now look at All-Star voting. Hold on, where was it? All-Star voting. So, starting pitchers, no, we didn't make it. Relief pitchers, closing pitchers, no. Catchers, no. So Vlad Guerrero was an All-Star. Vlad made it. Santander made it, of course. So Vlad, Tony, and that's it. Vlad and Tony, our 2 All-Stars. Hoffman made it? Oh, right here, man. Thank you. That's why the AGMs are needed. So, Tony, Vlad, and Hoffman, our 3 Blue Jay representatives at the All-Star game. There you go. All right, Ha-Seong Kim traded to the Red Sox for 2 prospects, it looks like. Wow. All right, so here we go, continuing on to the second half of the year. Trade deadline's coming up soon. Yankees facing off against us, top of the 10th. Oh my goodness, come on. Data, it's bedtime's past. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Come on, big game, bases loaded. Yankees win 4-3. All right, time to sign the draft picks now. First, let's get everybody interested. Who's even interested at all? 66% motivated. Let's try to offer him a contract right away. Would you sign for $6.05 million? Yes, he would. Francisco Cortez, welcome aboard, the #1 ranked prospect. Let's get, let's see, 44%. Who has low? No one lower than that. 47 and 47. Let's get these guys gaining some interest. So that's the big one taken care of. Francisco Cortez is signed on. All right, 6-5 win against the Yankees, and then an 11-4 loss. All right, so currently 9 games back of the Red Sox, who are 62 and 37. Playing against the White Sox here. 5-4 loss. Another 1-run loss. More 1-run losses. Here comes another one. Oops, I pressed enter game. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Here comes another one, though.
Now it's the second baseman.
We'll quick manage it. Here we go. Garcia, RBI double. There you go. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Fly out, now we're in extra innings. So Bo, bunt him over on the ground out. Nice. Sack fly. Josh H. Smith, thank you. Kirk strikeout. All right, now with another 1-run lead. Strikeout. Runner thrown out on the double. Okay, so Garcia, I can't trust you anymore. We have all of our pitchers have gone in. All right, Garcia, gotta stick with you then. And ground out. Blue Jays win, thank goodness.
Well, this is a big win on the road.
The sack fly got it. Don't give me junk like that. Garcia gets the save. Smith, player of the game. Good. There's a dub against the White Sox. Let's go back to signing draft picks here. Keep on making people interested. I wonder what these guys are actually going to be scouted as. Another few days like that. Check all the pitchers who pitched. Yeah, let's actually see that. Good point. Everybody went in here? My goodness. Birdsell started. Rasmussen 1 2/3. Gaddis saw 2 batters. Hudson saw 1 as he... I don't know what happened. Hudson, Hoffman, then Garcia. Boy. We can look at extensions if we wanted to, but... There you go. Bichette's up to an 82 overall now. Still batting .254. If we gave him his big contract, if we give him like a 10-year deal... 10 years, $150 million. Like, is it time to offer Bo Bichette his contract or not yet? 10 years, $150 million on Bo Bichette, who's 28, consistently batting .250 in the simulation? Or is it not time to offer him yet? Josh H. Smith batting .233 now. Looks like he's been horrible with us, right? 250, 333, 250. So with us. Hobbsy says send it. It's more years than I'd want to give, but at 28, he'd probably be looking for a deal like that, especially if he's going to take somewhat of a discount than what you would think. He'd want the term to make up for it. 10 years, $150 million. I'll take a sip in case anybody else has something to say about that. But it's now the time. Evan, welcome aboard. So far, we are having a good season. We're second in the AL East. We've made some trades throughout the year. We had a strong draft, hopefully, which we'll find out the prospect overall soon. And now we're considering, just past the All-Star break, a contract extension for Bo Bichette at 10 years, $150 million to pay him $15 million per season. RDP says yes. Real deal prime. Butler? No, we didn't get Butler, sadly. That jump from 9 years to 10 years really helped us out. Goes down $1 million. To 11 years, it goes down another $1 million. $1 million again if you go to 12 years, but I don't want to go that long. The jump from 10 to 11 years is quite a big jump. I don't want to pay him until he's 39, 38. All right, 10 years, 150. Bo, what do you say? Bo Bichette signed on long-term as a Blue Jay. 10 more years of Bo. Big news right there as he is a big piece taken care of. Nick Lodolo wants 1 year, 16. Like, Nick Lodolo hasn't impressed me enough. He's been good, but he hasn't impressed me enough to give him a big $25 million contract or whatever. Yeah, so Lodolo, I don't know if he's going to stick around here very long, honestly, with those types of crazy demands. Tyrone Taylor, how you been? He's doing pretty well. Recently has not been doing well, but he's been doing well in general. He's free agent eligible this year right away, huh? He wants $13 million already? Yeesh. He'd be wanting $15 million. If we go into 3 years, we'd get him for cheaper than that. Much cheaper, actually. But still, not sold just yet. Josh H. Smith, 1 year to stay in arbitration. Yeah, we want to keep him. 1 year, $7 million. 1 year, 7.2, 7.5. 1 year, 8 final offer. No. So if you want 2 years, which is fine, it stays as arbitration. I'm not going much higher. 2 years, 17. Final offer, 2 years at $18 million. $9 million per year for an 81 overall with B potential who will still grow a little bit. No, then we're going to wait. Bowden Francis, still 2 years of arbitration. One year, 7.5, 0.6, 7.7. He's currently making $780K. So 1 year, 7.9. 1 year, $8 million. 1 year, 8.1 on Francis to have him extended. Okay, that's good. That's taken care of. So actually, yeah, one more. If you look at the budget next year, he still can offer quite a bit budget-wise, which is good. Rasmussen doesn't want crazy money. I mean, we could do 5 years on Drew Rasmussen. Could always just trade him. 5 years at 5 by 25, 5 million a year. 5 by 26. Worst case, we trade him. Even 6 years. Gives him some insurance. 6 years, 30 million. 5 million a year. 31, 5.2. 32, 5.3. There you go. Rasmussen signed on. And that'll be the last one. Yeah, that'll be the last one. Actually, Henry Davis. Henry Davis, you've been impressing me, buddy. But hold on. Hold your horses. You're still not making big money just yet. 1 year, 2 million. 1 year, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. No. 2 years is what you really want. 2 years, 5 million. 2 years, 5.2. Great. So now looking at the budget. IRL, yeah. In free agency, yeah, Bo will get that. I think the Blue Jays will sign him for longer. Okay, so in 2027, we know that Kevin Gausman will be off the books at $22 million. But aside from that, we've taken care of most of our things. Nick Lodolo might be traded if he wants $22+ million as an 80 overall pitcher. Taylor's a question mark. Smith, we'll see. But yeah, most things are taken care of for next year. Lodolo's the biggest question mark, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, Brandon Birdsell's been really impressing me. The pitching's come back down to earth, which is great news. Danny Young is still struggling a bit. Alright, let's keep on going. Keep him active. 2-1 loss, 4-1 win. Down in AAA. Rotation, Jake Bloss. Who is here? Gallardo? Bloss goes here? Yes. Yeah, Savage has been standing out as the best there in AAA. Kloffenstein's been actually doing pretty well, too. Alright, draft picks. Who's happy over here? Still not happy enough to sign just yet. Let's put all our eggs in. Who was our... Hold on. Remove. Who was our highest pick here? Was it Harvey Ward next? Who we took with our second selection at 48? I think it was, right? No, that was our third... Yeah, no, that was our second pick, Harvey Ward. Let's make sure we get Harvey Ward signed. So let's give him a full 2-day focus. 10-4 loss, 5-3 loss. Cool. Now, Harvey. Now if you're a bit more interested, can I assign you for 2.05? Even 2.02? Yes! Let's go, Harvey Ward. The big names got to get signed on. If we miss out some of the last names, then so be it. But we got to get the big names signed on. Charlie. Actually, it even tells us round 5, round 4. It tells us who we drafted where. I'm really blind sometimes. I don't have glasses anymore, but I'm still very blind sometimes. 2-0 win, 2-1 win. There we go. Back-to-back losses followed by back-to-back wins. Good. How much do we have left in the allotment? We have 1.7 some million. Let's get it to 60%. Charlie says yes. Very good. John Jackson. Let's keep scouting him. Who's left here? Adams and Rosales. Bring back the glasses. 1-0 win against Tampa. These tight games. 9-5 win. There you go. Back-to-back dubs. Yeah, everyone seems to be... I mean, they're getting scouted and the potentials are still high. So I'm very interested to see what these overalls are. I really want to get Rosales signed on. Let's get him to 60%. He says yes. Awesome. He wants how much? I can go a bit higher on you. John Jackson on board. There you go. Sean Adams, last one. To 60% interested? No, not yet. All right, okay. Let's give him a bit more. We'll give him focus for 2 more days. Brent Rooker, acquired from the Athletics. Wow, 92 overall. Batting .218 this year. Really? Batting .218. Athletics were desperate to move him, I guess. The Dodgers acquire him for David C., Kendall George, and Samuel Munoz. Not that. Okay, so I see why the value didn't cost them a ton. David C. is a good prospect, but still, Brent Rooker to the Dodgers? 3 more years owing $12 million as a 92 overall? Oh my goodness. Rich get richer, yeah. Sheesh. Today's the trade deadline. So we've already made some trades moving up towards the deadline, so I don't know if we're doing any moves right now. I wouldn't mind, like, some sort of, where am I going? Some better relief pitcher. A better relief pitcher would be a good idea, especially once Gosman comes in. Would it be crazy, ladies and gentlemen, to trade Nick Lodolo? If we're convinced that we won't be able to keep him, we do have 1 more year of arbitration. So maybe we wait till next year to do that. But do we trade him before he's going to be asking for $20 million? Or do we wait till after the year of arbitration's up and he's going to be going to free agency? Obviously says I don't think. The bullpen needs a little bit of help. Danny Young. So. It's like a blow up, then a 0-0-0. Blow up, 0-0-0. We could explore it. Gaddis down to a 78. That's unfortunate. He's been good as of late. Alright, who's on the trade blocks around the league? Let's see this. Not a lot out here. Really not a lot. Tomoyuki Sugano. Not great numbers on the block from Baltimore. Yeah, if we trade him, we'd probably bring back a lefty, but no one's really on the block here. We have to create the deal ourselves. No one looks interesting, like, at all here in the trade block. Chris Sale. Casey Mize. Gold Glove winner with the Pirates. There. Or was it with the Expos? In a previous series for sure, though. Andrew Abbott has some potential. Trade Lilo back to the Reds? No, wouldn't make sense. Now, I don't think we make any moves here, ladies and gentlemen. Unless we search for one guy in particular. Or if from a losing team that has a long relief pitcher for us. If the Athletics or the White Sox, the Angels, the Nationals, if they have a long relief pitcher for us, maybe. Nationals, starting pitchers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they could maybe have someone on an expiring contract. No, they wouldn't try. Not somebody young. Andrew Heaney, 14.4 million. You don't have that. Josiah Gray hasn't pitched this year. He's in AAA with good numbers. Maybe Josiah Gray would be a guy then. Josiah Gray has some potential. Plus, he's being buried by the Nationals for some reason. So Josiah Gray would come. Who would we trade? Of course, Lodolo they'd be interested in. I mean, Gray has 2 more years of arbitration. I don't think we do it now. It'd be another righty, though. That's the only thing. It'd be another righty. Put a pause on Gray. Player search, starting pitcher. Sorry, who's a lefty? Who is making less than 10 million. And who is at least 76 overall. Max 80. There we go. We got some names here. Cody Bradford, David Peterson. Now let's look for some clutch when they come in those important moments. At least 65 clutch. Down to these 3. So Cody Bradford, B2879. 3 more years of arbitration. I love that. Jeffrey Springs. I can see the Athletics wanting to move him. And then Andrew Abbott. I don't think the Reds would do that. So it's either this guy from the A's, $7.8 million for this year and next year, though. Or Cody Bradford. Cody Bradford is probably preferable, but would cost more. Yeah, that would barely go through with Lodolo, so... Bradford might be too hard to make happen. They'd want Arjun. No, that's not going to happen. Or Owen Casey. Not going to happen. Or Elvis Martinez. Or Elvis Martinez, 24, B73. He's been looking good. He's growing. Now, let's go to the A's. Athletics. Jeffrey Springs. Can't even trade for him? How long is he injured for? Where's the injury list? The deadline's here anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Injured list. Athletics. Springs out for 164 days to go. Alright. Head fracture. Never mind. Alright, back to the player search. And take out the restrictions, I suppose. Starting pitcher, who's a lefty. Max 10 million. At least 76 overall. 78 to 9 to 80. And who has the clutch at least 60. Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be crazy. But at least 60. Alright. Or even 55. And let's say hits per 9 at least. What? 65? Let's also look at the age. They wouldn't trade any young players to us. Minimum age 23, 24. Kyle Harrison. I could see it. Abbott's not going to happen. Bradford's not going to happen probably with the potential. C79 is interesting from Cleveland, but he's been good. Mitchell Parker from the Nationals. But 80 B26. Hard to get a player of that caliber. Why would the Nationals want to do that? Andrew Abbott is on the trade block, right? Was I correct in seeing that? Maybe took off these requirements. Went back just looking over here. Daniel Lynch. David Peterson being buried right now. $6.8 million contract. Maybe David Peterson from the Mets in AAA. Would make sense. J.P. Sears from the Athletics. Another name that's a possibility. Braxton Garrett. Probably too good. He's a full-time starter for the Marlins. This is more of a long relief guy anyways, so 80 overall would probably be a bit too high. I probably shouldn't be putting that. Cleveland, Bradford, no, it's not going to happen, so let's look at 78s. Quinn Matthews. They wouldn't do that, so let's say 77. So it comes down to these names right here. It comes down to all of these. Peterson in AAA would be easier to acquire. Springs is injured, so we can't even get him. So let's put max age to take him out of the equation. So it comes down to these 5 names. Daniel Lynch, David Peterson, Patrick Sandoval, J.P. Sears, Andrew Abbott. Abbott, I believe, is on the block, but B potential is harder to acquire. J.P. Sears would be doable. Sandoval, B potential, harder to acquire. Peterson, doable. Might be between Sears and Peterson, who are both 30. And Peterson's the one in AAA. So I'm going to take a picture of this in case I need to come back to it. I don't want to have to go through all this thing again. David Peterson would be the first one we look at. David Peterson. Who do you want for David Peterson? Felix Castro. So in long relief, that means eventually, whenever Gothman comes back, we have to send somebody down. How's Hunter Strickland doing down there in AAA? Loving life. Nice. Yeah, Danny Young has been up and down. Gaddis has struggled. Rasmussen we like. They want more than Hoffman? I guess this doesn't have a lot of value. Okay, what do they want again? Felix Castro and Will Wagner they wanted. So second, Will Wagner, 27C70 I could do. But Castro in right field. Prefer not to give up a 21B. Even though he's 54. How's Vince O'Leary doing? 295, awesome. Owen Casey, now he's hot. There you go. Batting 256 now. Tyrone Taylor's cold, of course he is. Varsho batting 206, what a joke. Class A 233. How many stolen bases, though? 13 stolen bases, at least there's that. 26D68 for Baroa. Throw him in there, batting 224. And maybe Javon Ward, 26D67. Wagner, Baroa, and Ward for David Peterson. It's not like we're fleecing them. They're burying David Peterson in AAA. Yeah, we don't even need to move Kasvich, probably. Let's move 26D, 26D, and 27C. Clement down to a 73. Ugh. Can I put this guy instead? No. Pinto, 23D we could do. How about McCarty? No. 27C70 versus 25C62? No. 27C70, not doing anything good in AAA right now either. Hey, Matthew, good to see you. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. It's going to be a tough race to the finish. Yeah, I think we can move Wagner then. All right, Baroa, Ward, and Wagner to give us some more support with the pitching here. Thank you, New York. And that'll be our one move here at the trade deadline. Allowing for David Peterson to be in long relief. Birdsell will stay where he is. Now David Peterson in long relief as a lefty option as well should give us some help. And even one more year of arbitration on David Peterson. All right, welcome to Toronto, David Peterson. If you wanted to extend him, what would you even be wanting? Yeah, of course, $10 million a year. So these are crazy contract demands in the show 25. And that will be the trade deadline for us. All right, 10 games back of the Red Sox. We're 59-50. Let's sim through it here. The Bison can auto-fix there, auto-fix there. Sim there, and we win 7-3. Deadline to sign draft picks. Last day to sign them. Come on, max interest, 66% to Sean Adams. There you go. We got everybody signed on. Awesome. We got all of our players signed. Big news for us. All right, we are 60-50 with that win against the Cardinals. Tough month for Trenton Wallace. 17 notifications. No, fly through those. So is everyone properly placed here in the teams here? AAA. No one with high potential is being buried on the bench. Kasevich, shortstop. No, he needs to play. That's right. DH Jimenez. He's B. He's C. Let's do that swap. AA, Felix Castro should be playing instead of Stefanic, whatever his name is. Pitching, we already know. AAA, good. Okay. Considering against the Cardinals, 2-1 loss. Actually, now we can see the draft picks. Woo! Big moment. So let's see this draft class. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready on the edge of your seats to see this 2026 draft class. After a bit of a lackluster class last year, 2026, oh my goodness, is decent. Whoa. What? The #1 ranked player in baseball, prospect in baseball, whatever, 75 with C potential, scouted potential 85 to 92, but he's a 74? What is this? How is this possible? What's the point of the scouting then? Ward B potential 85, fine. Studer B potential, fine. Jackson, all B. These are all B. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 B prospects, which is fantastic. But back-to-back jokes of top first-round picks in 2025 and 2026 because of the scouting just totally lying to us. He's a 75 overall. That's nice. Or would it be cheese to play with his potential? Not saying make him a 99 or something, but maybe bump his potential up. It can be the #1 ranked player, 23 and all that. No one realized that this guy was actually 75 and had the potential of a 74. So we'll play with that in the future. We're going to play around with that in the future. Harvey Ward should be in the rotation in the bullpen next year. Studer is a 65 already at 18. I love that. Jackson's a 59 and 18. That's fine. 87 potential. Anyway, let's see what else other teams got, especially the Cubs and the Brewers. Oh, well, look at like when you compare our draft class to all the 70s and 60s, you can be excited about what we did. But still, I was thinking about this prospect. Good thing we didn't get him, the catcher. We really wanted him, and he didn't work out at all, so that's fine. These are horrible picks. Gene Graham, 94. Wow. Sal Jones. I wanted Sal Jones. He's 22, whatever. Scotty Scott only had 82 potential. But look how many bums there are. Look at all the busts. Look at all of these busts. Wow. Horrible draft class, I suppose. So again, that being said, who do we want, by the way? Was it Lenny Miley? Or Crew Burke? Who did the Cubs get that we wanted? Was it Lenny Miley? Let me guess, it was him. Yeah, it was Miley, of course. Of course it was. Mike Trowbridge, I should have taken him, I guess, as the starting pitcher. Even then he wouldn't have been great. There goes, and Barreto. Barreto, good, bum. Bum Barreto. Good thing we didn't get him. And the Pirates, Billy Ishii. The first overall pick is only 88 potential. Really, really weak class. The Pirates, the Rockies had a good draft. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Manny Rivero was another bum. So good thing we didn't take him either. It was between Rivero and what's his name. So both bums. Cy Harder. Cry hard. That's crazy. Cy Harder, a.k.a. Cry Harder. Ryan Lowry. And there you go. So, again, all things considered, I think we had the best draft or a top 3 draft in the MLB. That's all right, Cagney. But still, ridiculous at the top in Francisco Cortez. 86 to 93 overall, 85 to 92 potential, 80% scouted, and he's a 74. Okay, well, we'll revisit potential in the future. Now what we want to do is get towards the postseason and make the postseason. We're 10 games back to the Red Sox, and we are 1 game up on the AL wildcard. All right, let's keep on going. 5-3 loss, 5-2 win, 5-4 win, 4-3 loss, another 1-run game. Yeah, we'll try to get harder. Yeah, that'll be fun. 7-6 win, nice. 5-0 loss. 6-5 loss. And more. How many games have we lost this year by 1 run? 3-1 loss, 5-4 loss. No, this we need to win. Against the 44-77 Athletics, we need to win. We need to win a game here. Kevin Gausman, come back at Rogers Center. Brandon Birdsall on the mound.
Play ball.
1 run for the Athletics, 4 runs for us. Awesome. There you go. Another run for us. Another 2 runs for us. Finally. I don't get that 74 at all. 2 runs for the A's.
Ball 4. Take
Walk.
Ball
Walk.
4,
No, I wanted Birdsall to try to get a complete game. David Peterson, here you go. Get us out. Thank you.
Number 24.
2 runs for us. Birdsall finish. Peterson finished it off. Fly out, ground out, single, single, ground out. There you go. We may have found something with Birdsall. We may have with that Rule 5 draft. I don't know who suggested. Maybe it was you, Hobbsy. And Peterson got the save. Really? With 6 runs? All right, there you go. 9-3 win. 3-2 win, 10-2 loss, 9-4 win. All right, welcome back, Kevin Gausman. We've been waiting a long time for you. Down to an 80 overall now. Hasn't played in a little while, but he's definitely back in the rotation. It was you? Pfft, then kudos to you. Who's going where now? Birdsall probably goes back to long relief, right? As good as he's been, can we keep a 67 in the rotation long term? Probably not. Rodriguez to mid relief. Now, who's getting bumped out here? Danny Young maybe gets sent down with a 6.23 ERA. Hey, he's getting destroyed out here at certain times. Even Hunter Gaddis has been really bad. Danny, who's as of late, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10 games, only 1 game that was bad for Danny Young. While Hunter Gaddis, 1, 2, 3, only 3, but those 3 in a row really didn't look good. He does have a minor league option. I mean, we'll call him back in September, in like 2 weeks. Yeah, Gaddis is going to go down. Maybe that'll teach him a little bit of a lesson here. And Brad Stu. Actually, he's been good. George Mendoza, AA. And then AA, Ottavino, Class A. All right, big games here against Baltimore. Hey, 11-4 loss. No, now we're going to go in and watch this one. Orioles are right behind us. We're not going to catch the Red Sox, but we need that wild card. Kevin Gausman back on the mound for the first time in a long time here against the Orioles. How deep are we in here? We're at 2 hours 41 or so. All right, Kevin Gausman. I'll try to wrap around 3 hours. Don't care. Ernie Clement, don't care, don't care. Kevin Gausman, skip ball. Here we go. Play ball. First inning. Kevin Gausman, welcome back. 2 runs for us in the 3rd. 5th, 6th. Gausman dealing, allows 2. 2 for us in the 7th. We're up by 2. Ground out, single. Come on, single. No. Good work, Gausman. Now let's go to Birdsall, who's now going to be in long relief. Stolen base. Ground out, ground out. What a machine. Taylor Rogers, we know how good he is. Pitching change, actually. Ground out. Walk. Steal second. Caught stealing and strikeout. All right. Fly out, ground out, fly out. Birdsall, what a machine. Santander, ground out. Taylor double. Bohm walks. Smith, walk to load the bases for Henry Davis, who strikes out. Class A fly out. Bums. All bums. Hoffman, close it out, baby. Fly out, solo home run, ground out, single, so help me. All right, we make it out. Jeff Hoffman scaring me a little bit, but we get the save. Yeah, how is Henry Davis doing here? Batting .231. Should Kirk come back in? Maybe against righties? You know what, let's bring Kirk back in against righties. Davis against lefties. Soderstrom's barely had any at-bats this year. I'd love to find some more space for him. Josh H. Smith. Okay, as of late, he's been better as of late, but still. In the 5 spot, not impressed me. Bohm's going to go back there. Taylor back there. Varsho batting .207. Come on, man. Vlad batting .331. Santander, 38 home runs. Man, he's had 5 home runs since the All-Star break. That's it. Alright, a little change to the lineup there. Texas, 6-2 loss, 5-0 win, 10-6 win, 6-2 loss. Baltimore, 4-game series against the Orioles. 3-2 win, 3-2 loss. 7-2 win. Let's go see this last one, as we're getting to the final stretch soon enough. Let's go see this one here against the Orioles. We're 66 and 68. At Rogers Center, Nick Lodolo on the mound. Here we go. 3-run first inning for us. 1 run for the Orioles in the second. 4 runs. Wells getting tired. Lodolo, keep dealing. There you go. Lodolo, you got one more mistake in you. Lead off double. There it is. Let's go to Peterson. Tough numbers. Allows 2 runs. Great. We get 1 though.
Peterson.
On Peterson single. Why do I even bother? Let's go Birds. We can only trust Birdsell, I guess. 2-run home run.
Number 53.
Ground out, strikeout, strikeout. All right, down by 1.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
Walk, thank you. Runner thrown out on a single. Wow. Double play. Goodbye. Strikeout, fly out, line out. Down by 1 run. Here we go against Felix Bautista.
Number 74.
Jonathan Clase 0 for 3 on the day. Let's bring in Dalton Varsho. Varsho batting .208. He strikes out like a bum. Bichette grounds out. Jimenez walks. Steals second. There you go. Vladdy, bring him in. There you go! RBI double from Vlad. Tie game. Santander, walk him off. Walk. Taylor, walk us off. Now here comes Stomont. Walk us off. Taylor, fly out. All right, extra innings. Hoffman coming in for extra innings. What a comeback that's been. Runner on second, ground out. Walk. Fly out, fly out. Let's go. Alec Bohm, walk-off RBI! The double brings him home, and the Jays have a huge comeback win, 6-5. Woo, we needed that. Oh, boy, we needed that. All right, we're 72 and 62. Right in the mix for the wild card. Oh, boy, with the Royals and the Astros as well. San Diego 6-5 loss, another 1-run game. What a joke. Padres 7-6 win. I hate this game. 1-0 win, 6-0 loss. Now it is September, so September call-ups. Let's bring Hunter Gaddis back, who in AAA looked good. All right, get your confidence back. Come back to the MLB. And one more call-up from AAA. Probably Owen Casey. No, he's only batting .237. No, I did not see that at all in the Frozen 4. I haven't been following it. Thanks for the information. Yeah, let's call up Elvis Martinez. There you go. All right. Here we go. 6-1 win against the Dodgers. 5-3 loss. 15-day. 74 and 66 in the final stretch here in September. 7-2 win. 4-3 win. 17-7 win. That's what we want to see. 77 and 66 is the record now. As we're, Astros and Royals still up there. Rangers as well, serious games against them. Brewers 2-0 loss. 10-9 loss, 13-7 win. Rays 9-4 win, 4-0 win, 1-0 loss. Minnesota 6-5 loss, 6-2 loss, 12-3 loss. We're 80 and 72 now. 1.5 games back of the Rangers. Oh my goodness. Rangers, Astros, Royals. It's 3 spots, right? Rangers, Astros, Royals. Red Sox We're 8 games back, but a 4-game series. Actually, we play 7 games against the Red Sox here to end the year. I don't know if we can win all 7, but let's go into these. Big games here against the Red Sox. Oh, come on. Let's go. We got to make the playoffs. Rogers center. Bowden Francis. Don't care. Don't care. Let's go. Play ball. 1 run for the Red Sox. Rough schedule to end it. Yeah, Red Sox and Yankees all the way to the end. 2 runs for us there. Another run for us. Francis, hang on tight. Yes. Another run for us. Strikeout. I know, number 2 in the division, not even in the playoffs. Pop-up, single, pick-off pitch, strikeout. Nice. Good. Well done from Bowden Francis. Single, steal second. Nice. Vladdy, bring him in. Strikeout. 2-run home run from Tony. That should get it done. Fly out, ground out. 5-run lead, Francis. Good work. Rest up. Gaddis, welcome back to the MLB. 5-run lead. Don't you dare choke it. Ground out, walk. Pick off, pitch, line out. Good. Ground out, single, fielder's choice, strikeout. And let's finish it off with Hoffman. No need to play any games. Fielder's choice, strikeout, fly out. There you go. 6-1 win. There's one. There's one. Auto utilize. There's one. Quick manage. Still at home, of course. Lodolo on the mound for this one. Skip. I said skip all, but then you asked me for more. 2 runs in the first inning. Love it. 4th inning, 1 run for the Red Sox. 1 run for us. 2 runs for us. There you go. Okay, Lodolo's tired. I'm going to pull him now. Lodolo looking good. Let's go Rasmussen. Rasmussen good. Makes it through the inning. Makes it through the 8th. Finish it off. Jeff Hoffman or no? He's tired. Garcia finish it off. 4-run lead. Fly out, ground out, single, ground out. There you go. Back-to-back wins. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep the Blue Jay bus rolling. Keep the Blue Jay bus rolling. Castro was sent down. Devontae, yeah, because they have to make some change. That's fine. Ottavino, so whatever. Okay. 1 game back of the Rangers. But who makes it in the wild card? How many make it? How come I have 3 teams that are plus and 1 team that's dash? We gotta win like all these games. Oh my goodness, we gotta win. So 3 teams make it? Okay. So 6, yeah. Might just be too, not even our fault. It just might be too difficult to make it. Don't care. Skip all! Skip all! What's the point of skip all? Tie for the AL West lead currently? Gotcha. Alright, first inning. Second inning, 2 runs for us. Nice, 2 runs for them. 1 run for us. Dustin May's tired. We're going to pull him now. Dustin May. We'll go to Rodriguez. Makes it through. There you go. 3 runs for us. And gives up 5. 1 to tie it. Good. Let's go Hudson. Fly over. All right. There you go. 7-7. Fly out, single, walk.
Now running at first for the
Walk to load the bases. Great. Gaddis, grand slam. Fielder's choice. 1 run scored. 2 runs scored. Walk. There you go. Let them all in. Hunter Gaddis. What a disaster of a bum. What an embarrassment of a player Hunter Gaddis is. 13-7 loss. Hudson gets the loss. Should be Gaddis. Embarrassment. Alright, let's make some changes in this lineup. People are getting tired. Gosman on the mound. Taylor's tired. Taylor's going to come out for Soderstrom. And we'll change positions in a second. And Martinez will come in for Josh H. Smith. Right, don't care. All right, here we go. There you go. 4 runs in the first inning. Nice, Kevin Gausman. There you go. All right, allows runs in all 3 innings. David Peterson, can you do any better? There we go. We've allowed a run every inning. We've allowed a run.
Peterson.
What did I pick you up for?
Now pitching for the
10-0.
Number 53.
We have 2 hits. What a joke. We kill ourselves for those wins, and then we just fall apart.
57. Drew Rasmussen. Now pitching for the Blue Jays.
13-0.
Number 81.
No. Improvement of a season, but we're missing the playoffs. All right? Improvement of a year, but we're missing the playoffs. 2-1 loss. 7-6 loss. 8-5 loss. Yep, all these losses, all the 1-run losses, which will be our demise in the end. Yep. Going on a nice little 6 game losing streak to end the year. And we're eliminated. There you go. End the year. How many 1-run games did we lose this year? As we have a winning record of 83 and 79, it's improvement, but it's still a joke. It is an absolute joke that this team couldn't just get over the hump and get it done. We made so many moves that just went nowhere. Little improvements on the team that meant nothing. Varsho, 87 overall. You were a disgrace this season. Second in the division, didn't make the playoffs. Gausman, it was his last year as a Blue Jay. We're probably going to let him walk in free agency now as he wants $22 million. So Gausman, thank you for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years as a Blue Jay. Barrios, Francis, Lodolo, question mark. May's a question mark. I did not... potential from A down to C. So May and Gausman are both out. Barrios, Francis, Lodolo, Yasavage, Costa, maybe. Something like that for the... Tiedemann even got called. Really? What? Something like that. But we'll have 2 spots in rotation next year. The bullpen, once again, is a major question. Look at these ERAs in here. I have no loyalty to anyone in the bullpen. Okay, let's check out. So Vlad Guerrero Jr. led the entire MLB in batting average. First in the AL, tied for the lead in the entire league. Great year from Vlad on this big contract. One of his great seasons, wasted. Alec Boehm, love that we acquired him. He ends 6th in the AL in batting average. Vlad 2nd in the AL in hits. Boehm 4th. Boehm is a machine. Well done. Doubles, triples, home runs. Anthony Santander, 2nd in the MLB and 1st in the AL in home runs with 46, new career high. What a monster. Up to an 89 overall. RBI, led the league in RBI, did Anthony Santander. 4th was Vlad in runs. Stolen bases, Jimenez, 3rd in stolen bases. Nice. Base on balls, Guerrero 2nd. Guerrero Jr., 1st in the AL in on-base percentage. Slugging percentage, Santander 5th at 561. OPS, Vlad 4th at 956. Wins, losses. Bowden Francis tied for the 3rd least losses. Saves, 53 from Griffin Jacks, 57 from Joe Jimenez, 80 overall. Yeah, that makes sense. 80 overall, Joe Jimenez, 57 saves. ERA, home runs allowed, shutouts, strikeouts, complete games, innings pitched, walks allowed. None of our guys. Francis, 40 walks allowed, 5th lowest. Whip, pitching war. Our most valuable pitcher was 13th in the AL, Nick Lodolo. And batting war, I'm surprised. Vlad only 12th at 5.2. Julio Rodriguez, 8.2. Mookie Betts, 8.9. Crazy year from him. And there you go. Let's see, any awards for us? No spoilers. Here we go. Anthony Santander, AL MVP. In his 2nd year as a Blue Jay, Tony Santander is the AL MVP. Great news. Well done. Well deserved. Then first runner-up, Tucker and Skubal. 2nd runner-up. There you go. Anthony Santander wins the AL MVP. Is that the first Blue Jay to win that since when? Cy Young. Lopez was 2nd, but Skubal wins that. The batting title, of course, goes to Vlad. That is his first batting title. The AL batting title to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Great news. First since Donaldson. Wow. Reliever of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Hank Aaron Award, Gold Gloves. Let's see any of these. Jimenez wins the Gold Glove at second base for a third straight year, maybe more, and back-to-back years as a Blue Jay. Silver Sluggers. Vlad wins it at first base. Supporting cast really let these guys down, for real. Where's Bohm? No awards for Alec Bohm? Santander, Silver Slugger in the outfield, of course. And there you go. There are the awards. The game probably messed up who's anywhere anyways. So Owen Casey in the end did not become a full-timer in the MLB. Only played 22 games in 2026, but next year, definitely next year, Owen Casey will be a full-timer in the MLB up to a 74+. Yeah, Savage should be in the MLB as well. Soderstrom only played 23 games. Maybe we should have sent him down in the end, but he should be a full-timer next year as well. More of a full-timer, I mean, at least. So most of these guys should be here. Since Donaldson, yeah, you're exactly right. So player statistics, yeah, let's see. 160 games from Tony, crazy. 108 runs from Vlad, 200 hits from Guerrero Jr. Wow, Bohm 184. Home runs, 3 players went over 20 home runs. Bo, 23 home runs. Is that a career high? No, he had 24, 29 even. RBI, Tony with 139. Stolen bases, Jimenez 29, Clase 18. Worst batting average, Varsho 211, Clase 214. We gave him a lot of chances this year, up to a 72 overall. I can't say he really impressed me that much in the end. Ernie Clement 234, not impressive. Josh H. Smith, deadline acquisition, did not impress. He's under arbitration next year. Kirk 238, Davis 249, up to a 73. On-base percentage, 420 from Guerrero. Slugging, 2 players above 500. OPS, 2 players above 900. 130 strikeouts from Clase. Birdsell, yeah, we're definitely keeping him from the Rule 5 draft. Errors, 19 errors from Vlad. Varsho, biggest disappointment, I think I agree. Bichette, 13 errors. Clase, 11 errors. Yeah, Clase, I don't think he's going to come back as a full-timer next year. It was a fun experiment. Stole some bases. Would have had one of... Yeah. But 7 errors from Davis, 6 from Bohm, 6 from Taylor. Way too many errors. Way too many errors. Wins above replacement, 5.2 from Vlad and Tony, 5 from Jimenez, 0.3 from Clase, 0.6 from Smith, blah, blah, blah. Pitchers. Let's see the starting pitchers. So Barrios, 14 wins. Let's look at most strikeouts, Lodolo, 162. ERA, Peterson was horrible. We acquire him in the long relief, and he's a joke. We spent value on these acquisitions, they went nowhere. So let's get value trading them away, right? May, Peterson, trade him away. Gosman gone. So the 3 worst ERA pitchers are all gone. All of our starters next year had 3.66 or better ERA. Whip. Francis did very well. Great year from Bowden Francis. 22 quality starts from Jose Barrios. Wow. 13 from Francis, 13 from Lodolo. None of them had a complete game. That's rare. Wins above replacement, 3.1 from Lodolo, negative 0.3 from Gosman. Tough way to end off his career as a Blue Jay. Relief pitchers, a joke. Look at all the... It doesn't make sense that this many relief pitchers got lost. This many losses went to relief pitchers. 7 to Gaddis, 6 to Hudson, 6 to Rasmussen, 4 to Young, 2 to Garcia. Vlad could go full-time DH, yes. And Soderstrom to first. Hoffman, 6 losses. 5 saves from Hudson. 38 saves to Hoffman. Can we see blown saves? Blown saves. 10, 14, 18, 21, and 5. So 24 blown saves. Sorry, no, 21, 26 blown saves for this bullpen. Wow. 26 blown saves. Who even did well? Hudson, Garcia, who's getting older now. I'm not sure anyone's staying aside from Hudson and maybe Garcia. The war, 0.6 from Hudson, negative 0.5 from Young, negative 0.2 from Gaddis. Hoffman did well, 38 saves. Did as well as he could. Did as well as he could. Okay, so I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. We simmed the off-season now. There is year number 3 in the books, the 2026 season. Next week, next Thursday, we'll have the 2027 off-season. And then we move into the 2027 season in a couple weeks from now. Let's see who's going to make it in the World Series. Milwaukee Dodgers there. Yeah, we definitely want to target relievers. Dodgers make it from the AL. Sorry, from the NL. And the Red Sox go from the AL. So, Boston versus Los Angeles in the World Series. And the Dodgers sweep the Red Sox to win the 2026 World Series with Rooker and all those guys. Wow. The 2-seed... the 2-seed Red Sox and the... Where were they, the Dodgers? The 1-seed Dodgers. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So there you go. There's the season. There is the season. Your contact with your manager has ended. Yes. For, what's his name? Off-season beginning. Qualifying offer. Retired players. Adam Ottavino, yes, at 41 retires. Aaron Hicks retires. Travis d'Arnaud. Anthony DeSclafani. Chris Bassett in the end retires. Didn't end up playing at all with the Mets. Yeah, he didn't want to. Yeah, no. Nance retires. That's fine. Ryan Presley. Then Austin. No, Jose Quintana. Nick Ahmed, and then a bunch of free agents. Yeah. Tim Anderson. How the mighty have fallen. Good old Tim Anderson. Frustrating, but heading in the right direction. Yep. Clayton Kershaw also retired into the Hall of Fame. What a career from Clayton Kershaw. 219 wins. Yeah, John Schneider is not going to be coming back, I don't think. Especially with if he's still a B or whatever. So John Schneider. What was he rated as? Is he still out here? I don't even see him anywhere. No. Anyways. So questions for next episode. For our new manager. Let's go all the way back to the top. For the new manager, Dave Roberts is an option. Isaac Stratton, Marco Medrano, Chris Birch, Lawrence Lynch. But definitely Dave Roberts would be a big help. He would be very costly. He'd want $8 million a year. Someone else who's A-rated and less known would want $5 million a year. Like a CJ Simas might be more reasonable. Some of them are real. So that's for the staff. For free agent negotiations, we probably let Kevin Gausman walk, I would think. Only wants $12.5 million, but I think we're going to let him walk. Unless we say, okay, we can keep him in long relief. But even then. So we have $87 million in the budget. Tyrone Taylor up to an 80. I'd like to keep him. I mean, do we just play the game at this point? In the real world, this guy wouldn't be making $15 million, would he? I don't know. Do we give him an offer, Tyrone Taylor? Jimmy Garcia? Hey, I didn't know! I didn't want to I didn't want to send him a qualifying offer! Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully he signs whatever offer we send him instead. So Garcia, as a thank you, we give him 2 years. Let's make 2 years, $7 million. Let's make sure he really signs it. 2 years, 7.5, $3.8 million per year. I'm gonna send that already right now and hope that he takes it, and that he doesn't go for the qualifying offer. Hunter Strickland will walk. I knew we were bringing him back, but I just didn't want to give him the qualifying offer. Anyways, Gausman is a question mark. Taylor's a bit of a question mark. Strickland will not be coming back. And then that'll be it. When it comes to potential trades, We can't trade Garcia, eh? No. When it comes to potential trades, Lodolo's a question mark. Smith is a question mark. Peterson is out. Gaddis question mark. May at 13.8 million, I think he's out, with his potential dropping to C. So we can definitely get some good value here. What position do we want to target? Do we need some better outfielders? Santander, Varsho. Maybe we trade out Taylor and get someone better full-time. Or we get, maybe this is where we get our new big full-time catcher. If we're using serious value like Dustin May and David Peterson and Hunter Gaddis. Can we find a team with 2 catchers that wants to move one? Right field, maybe? I hear you. Any team with 2 80-plus overall catchers? I mean, the Orioles have this guy, Samuel Basallo, that they might want to get playing instead. Maybe Rushman comes in, but then no. Over the maximum number of players. What? We'll be trading out 3 for 1. Yeah, I'm sure his potential has been tanked. I'm sure. Dustin May. His value. Not many teams out here. So it has to be a player under contract, which is not many. A catcher who's under contract. But why some yes and some no for the same limit? I don't understand. Okay, anyways. Any for prospects? Yeah, maybe some big prospect trade. I don't know. So those are potential names moving out. We'll think about it for next episode. We're moving in the right direction. We finished above 500, but it was a packed AL, American League. And now we'll move into 2027, looking to build on the year that was. So thank you for watching, everybody. A lot of questions. Give me your ideas on your potential lineup, your pitching rotation, and all of that. Who's going where? What can we try and trade for? Looking forward to hearing any and all of your thoughts down here in the YouTube comments or over in the Discord server, link in the description. Leave a like and, of course, subscribe. Hit that bell if you haven't already to be notified of all and made aware of in your feed all of our uploads here on the channel, including our live streams. Tuesdays, HLM with the Senators. Thursdays, MLB with the Blue Jays. And we'll have another career sim coming your way soon. Islanders coming your way soon as well this weekend. Clash Royale, I recorded it, I edited it. The Clash Royale video is coming very soon, I promise. Once I get that out, I can finally get to the college football. I promised it, it's got to come out. All right, so thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening. Some positives for sure, but a lot we got to think about moving forward into the future. If you want to pause any of these screens moving into the next bunch of years on the depth chart, there you go. Big year from Anthony Santander and more to be seen. So looking forward to next week for the 2027 offseason. Cagney, thank you very much. Thank you everyone in the chat. Much love to you all, and we'll talk soon. Good night, everybody.